Hi, I'm Sean Kelly, and here's a chance to win an incredible prize. It's a stunning new home in Sawtale, Galway, one of Ireland's most beautiful locations. To enter, simply log on to winahomegalway.com. Imagine living next to the promenade and within minutes of Galway City. As they say, it could be you. That website again, winahomegalway.com. Thank you for your support and best of luck.
Pearse Stadium in Galway for the second of the Galway Senior Hurling Championship preliminary quarter-finals, and it's Clarinbridge taking on Ardrahan in the second game. The opening game was won by Turlockmore. They had a win over Mycullen, 22 points to 14. And with that, we will go through the teams. I think we're starting with the Clarinbridge team. In goal for Clarinbridge is the number 1 Aaron Bindon. The full back line is wearing number 30 Oisin Salmon, number 20 Ian O'Brien, and number 2 Phelan McCran. The half-back line for Clarinbridge is number 5, Shane Ryan, number 3, TJ Brennan, and number 17, Dylan Dunn. The midfield pairing is Liam Lean and Sean Kilduff. The half-forward line is Mikey Daly, Gavin Lee, and Evan Nyland. And the inside line, 18 is Joshua Ryan, 14 Keane Salmon, and 15 David Lee. Now, there might be a few changes in the forward line there for the Clarinbridge team. So that's their team as they line out in the match programme. Well, they don't line out like that in the match programme, but that is the 15 that line out for the men of Clarinbridge today. The Ardrahan team line out with number 1, Darragh Fahy, between the posts. The full back line is number 2, Gerard Ford, number 3, Michael Walsh, and number 20, Jack Burke. The half back line wearing number 5 is Keane Walsh, number 14, Keenan Fahy is at centre half back, and at left half back is number 6, Conor Cosgrove. The midfield pairing is number 8, Owen Murphy, and number 17, Pearse McCran. The half-forward line, number 10, Oisin Slevin, number 12, Irla Tanian, and number 9, Ross Albertini. And the full forward line, wearing number 21, is Donna Fahy, number 11 is Jason Kennedy, and number 15 is Liam Ford. So they're the two teams that line out. I started without my assistant here beside me, Cyril Donnelly. He went off for a cup of tea, brought himself back a lovely cup of hot tea, and I'm still here frozen. But anyway, Cyril, you're welcome back. I hope you're enjoying the tea.
Case of looking after yourself, Niall. Sorry, I apologise. To be too milky for you now, I'd say. Set for a good second game, I suppose. The big talking point around Johnny Glynn. I'm not too sure had you mentioned or not. And
obviously, we know he's out for Ardrahan perspective. Mark Kennedy also suspended for Clarinbridge as well. But Johnny Glynn, I'm not quite sure what grounds he was on the suspended list for. You may know yourself at this stage, but I don't know. As regards, obviously, he picked up the yellow card, and that would have been seen at the time maybe as that thing was dealt with, but obviously it wasn't, and he's suspended for today's game anyway following that incident against Sarsfields.
Yeah, so just unusual enough. He was booked in the incident at the time. I'm sure himself he wouldn't have been too happy with himself, but from what I could gather, he was booked for the incident. The incident to seem as dealt with. I think the CCC might have got involved in it after that, and he appeals process as well, and he'd served a one-match ban. I suppose I'm a long time looking at club hurling, Niall, and I've never heard anything like this. That someone can be. It's very common in rugby that someone can be cited after the game.
We're not condoning absolutely what happened on
no,
that occasion.
absolutely not.
We're just looking at the procedure as to how the suspension came about.
Yeah, and I suppose my question is, are we going to see more of this? Are we going to see more of the rugby trying thing where you're cited for something during mid-game or after a game and you go to a process for that? But I haven't seen. I knew when I was playing inter-county hurling that if there was an incident where you weren't booked for something, that you can be taken in at a later stage with the cameras, let's say in Croke Park or wherever like that. But I've never heard of this in club hurling in Galway. That's why I see it as unusual. It's been a topic of conversation all week around the county, and just unusual enough. Mark Kindy, I think, has his one match ban is being served as well. He'll be a big loss for Clarinbridge. And I think we're set for a good game. Obviously, Ardrahan didn't have Johnny Glynn for the Crowell game. Their drawing game played a good performance in Athenry that day. I think we covered that game, Niall. So they'll be set for that to play without Johnny Glynn as well. But he is a huge loss. Kindy, a huge loss for Clarinbridge. local rivalry here. We're set for a good game.
Yeah, just after watching Mark Kennedy coming across the field there, obviously a fine player is Mark Kennedy and a fine player is Johnny Glynn as well. So both teams down a player today, but they're two experienced teams at this particular stage. It's a game where we look at Clarinbridge, ended up with 4 points in their group, obviously 2 wins, but they weren't entirely impressive by their own standards, people would say. And Ardrahan, on the other hand, they ended up with 3 points in their group, but they're coming in with, I suppose, a bit of a high in the sense that they had won their opening game. They got the draw then against Clarinbridge, came back well against Sarsfields, had goal scoring opportunities. So it's funny the way you come into games and the way people will assess them and assess the teams.
Yeah, and they have ability to take off Clarinbridge. There's no doubt in their ability, and fine crop of players. Obviously a county finalist a few years ago, and some fine hurlers in their ranks. They haven't been turning great by their own standards this year. Watchcalla would have made it very, very difficult for them to climb daily, and got a win against them. And for long periods of the last game, Tommy Larkins would have made it very difficult for them as well. And they'll be looking to overcome that and get a better flow of hurling, get more their key players involved in the game, and to get a better hurling brand out of them. I'm looking at them hurling at the minute, and I can't get a sense of what they're trying to do, and they look very laboured in a lot what they're doing. Their hurling, it doesn't look sharp at the minute.
Yeah, you mentioned the other game, obviously Tommy Larkins beaten by Clarinbridge last time out. They beat Portumna. They've survived in the senior championship. They won that by 221 to 212 earlier on today. The other game is tight in the intermediate championship, by the way. Carmore lead Kiltormer by 217 to 3 goals and 10 points. As we see, both teams are out on the field. We're almost set to go here. And as you said, sir, the wind seems to have been whipping up a small bit here since we came into the Galway venue here. It's cold in here, obviously, as we're going to take our On the Veen, but we'll talk about the wind in a couple of minutes' time. But we'll now stand for our On the Veen. So there you have the rendition of our On the Veen. We're almost set to go. As I was looking out there, I was looking to my left and I see members of the St. Thomas's team. I was looking to my right and I see members of the Castlegar team. Of course, both of them certainly will be anxiously awaiting who they'll meet in the knockout stages. But this is a big game, a local derby. This could go either way.
Yeah, it's for a good game, and a bit of spice to it, I suppose, with the lads being out as well, and for both teams. And look at local neighbours, they know each other very, very well, and they'll be hopping off each other, please God.
Yeah, Clarinbridge have wind advantage and they come on the attack, and it's Liam Lean going through the heart of the defence straight away, gets the ball off to Josh Ryan. Josh Ryan goes for a score. It'll be a good effort by Josh Ryan. It is a good effort by Josh Ryan, the youngster starting today in the half-hour line of the corner forward position for Clarinbridge. Puts the ball over the bar. We saw in the opening game Turlock got a point straight from the throw-in. We've seen here that Clarinbridge have got the first score straight away.
Yeah, directness to them straight down the middle. Nyland with a chance now to put 2 on the board, and I think that's going to tail. Yeah,
the first wide of the game, Evan Nyland puts that one wide. So 1 point to no score, but the wind is strong. It's favouring Clarinbridge in the opening half as Derek Fahy takes the puck out. He goes low looking for Earl Italian, who's at centre half forward. Himself and TJ Brennan battle in possession. Ball breaks though into the path of Evan Nyland. Nyland is in possession now. The referee, of course, is John Kane from the Ardrahan Newcastle club. Shane Ryan tries to come through 3 Ardrahan men there. He's fouled there, and that's going to be a free and a scoring opportunity once again, as we see that Evan Nyland is playing in the half forward line. We saw him, I think, playing in the full forward line the last time out, but obviously in a big wide open space here, Cyril, in Pearse Stadium, you want him on the ball and you want him out in that half forward line.
Yeah, he's a great asset, and he's been hurling very well this year in Club Championship for Clarinbridge actually, and I'm just looking. Josh Ryan is trying to pick up Keenan Fahy. He's one of the inside lines, so he's trying to tag him at centre back if he's going to sit deep. And Burke is the man marker, I think, on Evan Island at the minute.
Yeah, Evan Island points the free, 2 points to no score. The ball goes over to the far side of the field, and Clarinbridge win it again. They're on top in the early stages of the game, but Ardrahan win possession back. Donagh Fahy, the youngster, starting his first senior championship game, tries to take on his man. He goes past his man. That's a free, surely, is it? And then it's going to be a free, and that's a free indeed. It is a free, and it's the men of Ardrahan who win the free. Indeed, it's Pierce McCran who was fouled there wearing number 17, and Jason Kennedy in at the edge of the square. He's coming out now to take this free for Ardrahan, who lead by 2 points, or who are 2 points to no score in arrears in the early stages of this game. As I said, a big strong wind favouring Clarinbridge in this first half. We saw in the first half, in the first game, Turlockmore built the lead, and their opponents could not get back into it, as we see Pierce McCran going deep into the full forward line now. They're trying to keep Keenan Fahy, obviously, as the spare man, as Jason Kennedy takes the free. And Jason Kennedy makes no mistake, he's having a fine championship as well for Ardrahan, 2 points to 1.
Yeah, so the early part of that is Ardrahan trying to free up Keenan Fahy as the spare man where possible, and Clarinbridge trying to avoid that.
Long puck out goes in towards Keane Salmon at the edge of the square. Keane Salmon, was he fouled there? Referee says play on. The ball is going to break, and it's going to break towards David Lee. David Lee tries to win it, but there's a chop there down by the fullback Michael Walsh, and that's going to be a free in, and it should be a scoring opportunity here to make it back to a 2 points or 3 points to 1 lead in favour of Clarinbridge. It should be a tap over free from Evan Island. You would anticipate he'll put this one between the posts. He's just outside the 20-metre line as he gets ready to take the free, and Keane Salmon is just getting some attention there.
Yeah, he
following
took a
that
big
foul.
Yeah, he took a big hit. It was before that actually. It wasn't seen as a foul. He took a big hit to the head. He was down over a ball, and he got a bang in the back of the head or the neck from, I think it was Keane Walsh, put in a few big hits, 2 big hits in that, and Nyland with the free in. He'll be tagged tightly by Jack Burke for the day. That looks like it's his job already.
And here is the free, and it is a free to Evan Island, and it should be 3 points to 1 after this one. It's meat and drink, this free to Evan Island. He puts it between the posts, and another good score by Evan Island and Clarinbridge, and they lead now by 3 points to 1. A good start for them, 3 minutes in, as Derek Fahy gets ready to take the puck out here in Pearse Stadium here in Salt Hill. As Derek Fahy playing against the wind, he launched that ball up towards the half-hour line. TJ Brennan and Ross Albertini battle for possession. It breaks into the path of Ira Chanyon, and Chanyon goes through the heart of the defence. Chanyon makes the space. A lovely score by Ira Chanyon. He'd lean forward running to the right of him if he picked him out, but he goes for the score himself, and he showed a quick burst of pace there, Ira Chanyon, to make the space. 3 points to 2.
It was a bush to pace, Niall. In fairness to him, he broke onto the Ross Albertini had palmed it down to him, picked it up, lovely sidestep, and took his 4 steps and popped it straight over the bar.
Ball is pucked over to the far side of the field, where David Lee tries to win it for Clarinbridge. David Lee is in possession now for the Bridge, comes inside his man. 3 points to 2. David Lee takes on his man, sprays the ball across the field, but it's intercepted by Owen Murphy. Gets it back to Gerard Ford. Ford decides to scoop the ball across this field to the goalkeeper, and Derek Fahy makes his way out to the 20-metre line. Derek Fahy looks upfield, but there's an extra Clarinbridge man back in defence. He decides to go across the field looking for Ross Albertini. Shane Ryan wins it though for Clarinbridge. Shane Ryan, his brother, got the opening score of the day. Shane Ryan going forward now. Shane Ryan tries to go forward, but it's intercepted there by Ira Chanyon, and eventually Sean Kilduff gets the ball forward. I thought he threw the ball forward initially, but he's just had been fouled, and it's going to be a free in, and a free in to Evan Island, and there should be 4 points to 2.
Yeah, popped it off. He popped off a hand pass and got a hit. I think it might have been from Oisin Slevin, and Nyland about 50 yards out. He wants to get on with things quickly. He knows about the strength of this breeze, and trying to put 4 points to 2 on the board for Clarinbridge.
Yeah, a chance here now as Evan Island takes the free, and Evan Island puts it over the bar, and that's another point for Evan Island. He's got 3 frees. He won't be missing any of these frees that he's been awarded, and it's 3 points or 4 points for Clarinbridge now. Ardrahan 2 points as Derek Fahy takes the puck out. He goes short to Michael Walsh, the Galway under 20 fullback of this year. Good ball by Michael Walsh up towards Donagh Fahy. Donagh Fahy tries to get there ahead of the cornerback. That cornerback is Pierce McCran, or Pierce McCann I should say, as he tries to win it, or as he tries to win possession. It's Phelan McCann. There's Pierce McCran playing for Ardrahan, and Phelan McCann is playing for Clarinbridge, so hopefully we won't get them mixed up throughout the day, as that ball is won by David Lee, Gavin Lee I should say, and Gavin Lee goes for the score from out the field. And Gavin Lee puts it in towards the goals, and this one goes wide. 2 wides for Clarinbridge, and Gavin Lee has turned into a big powerful man at centre half forward. Obviously the S&C work that's been done with the Galway team is obviously working wonders for him, as he's a big strong man. That ball is poked out, it goes long down towards Tanyan, but Clarinbridge have the numbers there. One of those is the youngster who did the leaving cert in Claren College this year. That's Dylan Dunn. He gets the ball forward towards Keane Salmon. Salmon is in possession now. Salmon takes on his man. Salmon gets the ball back towards Josh Ryan. Josh Ryan is in the space. Josh Ryan going through the heart of that Ardrahan defence. Josh Ryan still going. Josh Ryan is a support player. Referee says his play on. He is fouled going through there. Probably had to be fouled in one sense, because he was about to lay the pass off to David Lee. He's fouled. It's going to be a free in and another scoring opportunity, but we see Evan Island tap it over the bar. But Josh Ryan, Cyril, his role obviously is to pick up Keenan Fahy, and obviously run at Keenan Fahey and run at the heart of that defence.
Yeah, and he showed great speed to get in there. Keenan Fahey actually had a very good tackle on him and just held on a touch long for a finish. If he had let him off once he had lost control of it, looked like Joss Ryan had lost control of it, and did very well after that, or did well to win the free after that. So yeah, a nice bit of chess games going on at the minute, and unusual to see an 18-year-old done as a sweeper.
Yeah, it's a point though from the free by Evan Island. Clarinbridge coming in, they lead by 5 points to 2. They'll be happy enough the way things are going so far, but the block down in the middle of the field. But Shane Ryan does well to pick it up at the second attempt for Clarinbridge and try to get his team on the attack. The ball goes back towards Mikey Daly though. Daly scoops the ball forward towards Gavin Lee at centre half forward now. Gavin Lee takes on his man. He tries to go past Walsh over there, but Keane Walsh does very well, gets his hand on the ball and comes away with possession. He's fouled there surely, and he is fouled. That's going to be free out. And in fairness to Keane Walsh, he did very well from an Ardrahan perspective there. Got the ball low to the ground, picked it up, and it's going to be a free out, and a free out to Derek Fahey, who's coming all the way from the goalkeeping position.
Yeah, very good play. He was wing back on this side of the field. Keane Walsh, he'd gone over there and did very well to pick it low to the ground, actually turned it back and won his free.
Yeah, here is the free, and Derek Fahey takes it quick, but it should be intercepted by Shane Ryan. It is intercepted by Shane Ryan. He looks across the field to TJ Brennan. TJ Brennan has time to take the ball down, and TJ Brennan just launches it long in towards David Lee, who's out in front of his man Gerard Ford. David Lee is in possession now at the corner forward, but he falls. He gets up at the second attempt. He tries to take on his man. He does take on his man. He goes past his man. He's got a man inside. That man inside is bearing down in goal. A great ball across the field. Keane Salmon, it should be a goal. What a wonderful goal by the men of Clarinbridge. It's into the back of the net. 1-5 to 2 points. Was it Oisin Salmon that came up from the corner back position? He was followed by Liam Ford. A beautiful ball across to the brother Keane Salmon. He buries it into the back of the net. 1-5 to 2 points.
What a pass. What a quality pass. He had looked at Derek Fahey. He looked like he was striking a goal. Squared it beautifully. A hard enough pass across to his brother. He won't thank him for it, or he will thank him for it. It was very good quality, but like a bullet across, and stuck it in the back of the net. A great goal. Great work goal by Clarinbridge.
Yeah, 1-5 to 2 points. Oisin Salmon, of course, who was part of the Galway squad at the early stage. I think he actually played a league game for Galway this year at some stage, maybe down in Wexford. I'm not 100% sure at this stage. But then unfortunately he hurt his shoulder and got a serious shoulder injury playing for the University of Galway in the Fitzgibbon Cup final. But he's back, and what a ball by him across the field to Keane Salmon, and he buries it in the net. 1-5 to 2 points. It's a big lead, sir. 9 minutes gone.
It's a big lead with a strong breeze, and you'd know by their intent early on, Clarinbridge, to get on with this game, especially playing the breeze. Nyland is rushing to get his frees, hit his frees every time, and to try and get scores on the board.
Brilliantly taken out there by Ian O'Brien, the full back, ahead of Jason Kennedy. He gets the ball out towards TJ Brennan. 6 points between them. Clarinbridge have made this game a very quick game from their perspective. They've added a lot of pace to it. That ball goes long in towards Keane Salmon at the edge of the square now. Keane Salmon has got the goal. He's got the ball in his hand now. He tries to take on Michael Walsh. He does take on Michael Walsh. Keane Salmon is fouled, is he? He's off. The referee has adjudged that he's overcarried the ball. It's going to be a free out, but Clarinbridge are using the space well, sir. They're getting on with the game quickly as well, and now lead by 6 points, as we said.
Yeah, and structurally they look well set, and they've operated fairly well, and they've a sweeper in place now at the minute. They're reviving Keenan Fahey as the spare man, and they've tied down Ardrahan early on. Derek
Fahey takes the free. He goes over to the far side of the field. Should be won by Shane Ryan. He's under pressure over there from Ross Albertini. Shane Ryan tries to pick it up. He flicks the ball further forward, but Irla Chanyon, who already scored a point for Ardrahan, he tries to win possession, but Shane Ryan is fouled there, and that's going to be a free, and the free is to Clarinbridge virtually on the sideline, and Evan Island is coming all the way back from the half-hour line to take it. Evan has got 4 points so far. This should be point number 5, or possibly. I don't know, I'm saying he should be point. He's a long way out, but the way he strikes them, he's an exceptional free taker, as we know, and possible scoring opportunity here. But he's between the 65 and the 45 metre line. He's made a better angle for himself as he gets ready to take this free. He's come in a good bit from the sideline, showing his experience, and a chance here possibly for Evan Island to score his 5th point of the day. He'll probably aim it at the far post to try and swing it in, and 10 minutes gone. A 7-point lead if he points this will be a huge lead in the early stages of the game.
Yeah, well within his distance now.
Evan Island takes the free, but he's going to drop short though. Will it be won by Keane Salmon? Salmon puts out the hand, the ball breaks though. Salmon has it in his hand. He loses possession though, and it's picked up by Keenan Fahey, who bursts out from the half-back line for Ardrahan. He leaves the ball behind him though, under pressure from Gavin Lee. Gavin Lee tries to pick it from Clarinbridge, but good play by the Ardrahan when their own Murphy wins it back. Gets it out to Keenan Fahey. Keenan Fahey gets it further forward towards Jack Burke. Comes inside his man. Jack Burke though loses possession. He's under pressure. He gets the ball back to Owen Murphy. Murphy tries to come inside 2 or 3 Clarinbridgemen, and the work rate of Clarinbridge is commendable so far, and that's just a chop there, but in fairness, we've seen Clarinbridge probably a bit disappointed with the performance in the last couple of games, Cyril. We can see their work rate is far superior than what we've seen in the championship so far.
Yeah, it's good work at Michael Daly asking him about there. Like he went to spoon the ball, Murphy went to spoon the ball, and it was like a blocking action. That it was used. You can't do it when he's soloing, but their argument is he wasn't soloing, and Kindy's going to have a free. Kindy learned to get the distance with the strength of this breeze in the first half, and you can see Clarinbridge half getting set up for a puck out, getting them in position to try and move things quickly along.
Jason Kennedy will take the free now for Ardrahan. He's a long way out as he gets ready to take this free. Jason Kennedy has the distance. He doesn't have the accuracy though. I think it's outside the post. It is outside the post, and that's the first wide for Ardrahan. Their opponents have struck 2. It's 1-5 to 2 points. In the opening game, Turlockmore beat Mike Cullen 22 points to 14. In the relegation game, Tommy Larkins beat Portumna by 221 to 212. While in the intermediate championship, Carnmore had 3 points to spare over Kiltormer, 219 to 313 there in the quarter final as Ardrahan come on the attack again, and that ball is going to break. It's going to break into the path of Dylan Dunn. Dylan Dunn tries to come away from the wing back position. He's under serious pressure there from Ira Chanyan, and Ian O'Brien comes back to win it for Clarinbridge. Ian O'Brien was injured for a good part of the year. He gets the ball further forward towards Michael Daly. Daly has it now. Daly loses possession. He picks it up. He goes back the way, and Ian O'Brien has it again. Ian O'Brien picks out Gavin Daly, or Gavin Lee superbly, and Gavin Lee from the sideline cuts the ball between the posts. A lovely score by Gavin Lee. That's his first score of the day, but Ian O'Brien did well there to pick him out. 1-6 to 2 points. Quick puck out by Derek Fahey out towards the middle of the field. It's going to be won though by Josh Ryan, and Josh Ryan has it now for Clarinbridge. He's looking for point number 2. He launches it in towards the goals. He's put it between the posts, and Josh Ryan puts it over the bar. That's 2 points now for Josh Ryan, and that is a big lead now, sir. 1-7 to 2 points. We've only played 13 minutes.
Yeah, and I've probably been more impressed with Clarinbridge in 13 minutes than all their games so far this year. They've seemed like they're tuned in structurally, lot sounder, and they've moved the ball very, very well and very smartly.
A great strike there by Pierce McCrann in towards the goals. Has it gone over the bar? It hasn't. It's gone wide. That's the second wide for Ardrahan. 1-7 to 2 points, and as Cyril said, the Bridge are moving the ball smartly so far. They lead by 8. 1-7 to 2 points. We've only played 13 minutes as Aaron Bindon gets ready to take the puck out. Will he go short? We see Sean Kilduff has made the run across the field. He does go out to the 45-metre line for TJ Brennan is in possession. Brennan picks out Oisin Salmon in space. Oisin Salmon is in possession now, and Oisin Salmon looks up the field, plays the ball across the field towards David Lee. David Lee and Gerard Ford battling for possession. That ball goes over towards the sideline, but Gerard Ford is a vastly experienced cornerback. He's in possession. He's fouled on the way out. But just prior to that puck out, I saw Sean Kilduff was over this side of the field. He's playing midfield, sir. He went over the far side of the field. TJ ran it, and all of a sudden the wing back Oisin Salmon came into the space to win possession. So obviously Clarinbridge have worked on a lot since we've seen them in the championship.
Yeah, just smart. Everyone showing for the ball, movements in pocket of space, and even the thinking behind one of the youngest lads in the field done as the sweeper role. Obviously a smart hurler if he's going to be given that. Yeah,
he's a smart hurler as Shane Ryan is in possession now for the Bridge. Shane Ryan looks upfield looking for Gavin Lee. Gavin Lee tries to win possession. He does win possession, and Gavin Lee is in possession now. Gavin Lee goes back the field. He goes back towards Shane Ryan. Shane Ryan has it, and Shane Ryan lofts that ball up towards Evan Nyland. Nyland and Burke batting position. Burke bats it away, but it only bats it towards Gavin Lee, who tries to pick it up, but there's 3 Ardrahan in there. One of them is Keane Walsh. He tries to pick it up. He loses possession. Oisin Slevin is there, and it's picked up by Evan Nyland. Nyland goes back the way towards TJ Brennan. He's got a support runner in space if he picks him out, or will he go long in towards Keane Salmon, who's made the run, and he does pick out Keane Salmon. He launches it in towards Salmon out in front of his man. Salmon and Walsh battle possession. Salmon has already got a goal. He's in possession. He loses it though, and the ball is going to break into the path of Keenan Fahey. Keenan Fahey coming out from the half back line now for Ardrahan. He's under pressure from Josh Ryan. He gets the ball out to McCrann. McCrann gets it back to Keenan Fahey, and Keenan Fahey looks upfield and goes long with it in towards that full forward line. Up goes Jason Kennedy forward. The ball is going to break into the path of Ian O'Brien, who just kicks it further forward for Clarinbridge out towards Dylan Dunn. Dylan Dunn gets the ball out the field towards Liam Lean. Liam Lean comes inside his man, but he's half blocked down there. He does get the ball forward though. He gets it in towards David Lee, who's out in front of his man Gerard Ford, but Gerard Ford stands him up well, and Gerard Ford does well, and Gerard Ford is coming out from the cornerback position. He finds himself out around the middle of the field. He picks out Tan. Tan is in possession. Ira Tanyan has already got a point. He looks forward towards Oisin Slevin. Slevin has it now on the 45-metre line. Slevin going forward now for Ardrahan. A scoring opportunity. Oisin Slevin, has he got it inside the post? I think he has. Good score by Oisin Slevin. A well-worked score by Oisin Slevin, and that means his side now have got 3 points. It's 1-7 to 3 points.
Yeah, and got a nice slap on the TJ Brennan trying to get in with a black down. Irrelevant to that, when he was Slevin was trying to get a shot off, and don't think there's any action, but he got a bang for it and took his point anyway, and that's much better by Ardrahan. Niall smartly moved by them up the field, and a very good score.
Yeah, and we've seen a few balls here go in as well between Ian O'Brien and Jason Kennedy. and we'll talk about that in a second. The quick puck out is taken to Liam Lean, well picked out by the goalkeeper Aaron Binden. This will be a good response by the Bridgeman. Liam Lean high, but he puts it wide. That's 3 wides for Clarinbridge. Johnny Glynn would not ordinarily be at the edge of the square, and I'm sure Ian O'Brien is probably more comfortable on Jason Kennedy than maybe he would be on Johnny Glynn, but we've seen the Ardrahan way of playing, that they like to get that ball into that full forward line.
Yeah, with appeals going on to last night, O'Brien was probably preparing for Johnny Glynn either way, but he started the game very well, irrelevant of who's in there, and he's controlled any ball that has gone in there fairly well. Michael
Daly's in possession. He looked to be fouled there. The referee says play on, and that's a foul on Oisin Slevin, who's on the ground again. He's in the wars. He got the last point, and he's going to get some attention here, but it looked initially as if the Clarinbridge man was fouled. The referee said play on, and it results in a free in, and the free in is to Ardrahan. If they get the next point here, they're back to a 6-point ball game against that wind, and a scoring opportunity, no doubt, that Jason Kennedy, you would anticipate, will take.
Yeah, hardy bit of stuff, Oisin Slevin. He's done well in the last 2 balls up there now, and has taken a heavy knock there from Oisin Salmon, I think. And Ardrahan will be looking to get another score on the board to make it 1-7 to 4 points. Obviously, we said a 5 or 6 point breeze in the first game, Niall, and 'tis every bit of that. So they'll just want to get a few more scores on the board. But Clarinbridge definitely impressive so far.
Yep, they sure are impressive. Oisin Slevin, as we said, is in the wars. He's getting some attention from the medical team associated with the Ardrahan side, and it's going to be a free in, and the free in is to Jason Kennedy. This should be a score for Jason Kennedy. It's 1-7 to 3 points, 17 minutes gone here. It should be 1-7 to 4 points after this, but the caveat is, of course, that the men of the Bridge are playing with a big wind advantage in the first half. They've made it count so far, as this free is going to be taken by Jason Kennedy. Jason Kennedy looking for point number 2, and Jason Kennedy gets it inside the post. That's his second score of the day. That means it's 1-7 to 4 points, as Aaron Binden gets ready to take the puck out. Aaron Binden is being told to hit it to this side of the field. That's exactly what he does, and Gavin Lee makes the run. It's a battle for possession though. The ball breaks over his head though, and it's going to be picked up by Keenan Fahey. Keenan Fahey tries to get away from Josh Ryan. He does, and Keenan Fahey soloing forward now for Ardrahan. Keenan Fahey gets the ball forward towards Irritanian at centre half forward. Tan goes past his man. His man is TJ Brennan. Tan looks upfield, and Tan plays a low ball, but it's intercepted there, and intercepted by Oisin Slevin, getting there ahead of Liam Ford. He gets the ball forward. There's an extra man inside if Clarinbridge can pick him out, but Gavin Lee is going to go for the score himself, I'm sure, and Gavin Lee looks to get that ball in towards the goals and put it between the posts. He hasn't put it over the bar. That's a poor wide by Gavin Lee. That's 4 for Clarinbridge. It's one you would anticipate with that wind he'd have put over the bar.
Yeah, usually very accurate. He's a lovely stick man, Gavin Lee, and he won't be too happy with himself for that. It's one he'd usually get.
1-7 to 4 points. The ball goes out towards Liam Ford. He's under pressure. It came off Oisin Slevin there. The ball kicked out off Oisin Slevin's leg, and that means it's going to be a line ball, and the line ball is to Ardrahan. Irritanian is showing interest in this one. He just throws it though to Liam Ford, and Liam Ford leaves it to Oisin Slevin as Ardrahan come on the attack again. 1-7 to 4 points. Big win though, as we said, favouring the men of Clarinbridge in this opening half here at Pearse Stadium in the preliminary quarter-finals of the Galway Senior Hurling Championship. There are 5 teams already in the draw for the quarter-finals tomorrow, as this sideline is taken. He tries to pick out Owen Murphy. Owen Murphy is under pressure. He's fouled there as he picks up the ball. We could hear the little slap there that came from it was a Sean Kilduff, I think, and that's going to be a free in. And if this goes over the bar, it's 3 in a row from Ardrahan, and suddenly we're back to 5 points.
Yeah, they've settled well since that. Kindy, an important one here now. I know he's on his 45, but just to get this over the bar. But they've stemmed the tide somewhat, and they'll be happy enough over the last few minutes.
Yeah, here comes the free from Jason Kennedy. He's on the 45-metre line. We have a good vantage point of it here as he gets ready to take this free for his side. Has already got 2 Jason Kennedy. I can tell you now he's got 3 because he's put that one between the posts. That's 3 for Jason Kennedy from the place ball. Evan Island has got 4 from the place ball for Clarinbridge, but the upshot of that score is that it's 1-7 now to 5 points. We have 19 and a half minutes played. Binden goes along with that one, looking for Mikey Daly over on the far side of the field. It breaks though into the path of Jack Burke, but he loses possession. It's picked up by Liam Lean, and he's fouled there surely. There's it's Joshua Ryan, I think, the man who was fouled there, and that's going to be a free in and a scoring opportunity here for Nyland to put Clarinbridge 6 in front again.
Yeah, I thought he had met him with a nice shoulder. He was just on the spin, and Keane Walsh had met him with a fair shoulder. That's rarely nowadays you use it. One time it was a big thing for the tackle to use the shoulder, Niall. I suppose you're better off smother the man now somewhat and try and trap the pass rather than using the shoulder and give away the free as a result.
Yeah, and Evan pointed the free. It's 1-8 to 5 points, but Ardrahan come on the attack again in towards Donnafahy in the corner forward position. The youngster, Donnafahy, the 18-year-old, tries to take on his man. Donnafahy got 2 points when introduced last time out, and he gets the ball in towards the full forward line, but it's intercepted there by Dylan Dunn. Dylan Dunn coming out now from the half-back line for Clarinbridge. He's fouled, and it's going to be a free out, and Aaron Binden is coming out from the goals, but also the free taker, Evan Nyland, is going back to his own half-back line to take this free. Such is the strength of the wind, and Evan will have a good pop of this one, I'd say, sir.
Yeah, Phelan McCrannon and young Donnafahy are having a great battle up there. Well suited to each other, I suppose, and and McCran is doing a good job so far. Hard to see Nyland have the distance in this. Here they're looking for to get a spare ball, or they were switching balls, and don't know if a goalkeeper himself at underage level knew well what was going on, and he wasn't letting it happen.
Yeah, even though I think, as I said previously, I don't think the switching the balls is anything illegal in the game. But anyway, the free is going to be taken by Evan Island. I don't think it matters what Clitheroe he has, because he's such an accomplished free taker. They probably will have the distance this one, and John Kane is just telling players to move away. TJ Brennan just trying to move your Latanian, I think, out of the way. And
yeah, but there's a certain yardage that he has to be away from it. And what I'm looking at there, he's well entitled to be standing where he is.
And the free has been brought
now
forward.
The free is brought forward as a result.
Centre of the field as a result of this, and it's one that Evan, you would think now, in the in almost between his own 45 and 65 metre line, should put between the posts.
Yeah, he's definitely within range now.
Yeah, as Cyril said, he's within range as he gets ready to take this free, particularly as he's aided by wind advantage. Evan Island high in towards the goals. He's got the distance, he's got the accuracy too. He puts it over the bar. That's point number 6 for Evan Island. And it's now all of a sudden 9 to 5 points. The Bridge lead by 7. 22 minutes played here as Derek Fahey takes the free out. He goes short this time, or the puck out, I should say, goes short to Jared Ford. He drops it out of his hand. It's time to go back and pick it at the second attempt. Jared Ford looks upfield. He tries to pick out Lean Ford, his first cousin, but the ball goes over Lean Ford and goes out over the line. And it's a line ball on this side of the field. And the line ball is to Clarinbridge. O'Shane Salmon is going to try and take it quickly. He's not. He's going to take his time with this one now, and they're going to look for a player to make the run and to make the space and to get onto this sideline as he gets ready to take it. It's 9 to 5 points. O'Shane Salmon for Clarinbridge.
There's a good crust of grass out there. He makes a hands of it, but there's a good mat of grass out there too for moving the sidelines today. And they're an opportunity for scoring to be able to move the play if done right. Yeah,
poor sideline there by O'Shane Salmon. He'll be disappointed with that one. It results in a sideline, and it's another O'Shane that's going to take it. This time it's an Ardrahan man, and it's O'Shane Slevin who's going to take it for Ardrahan. Will he try to play it across the field towards Jason Kennedy, who's at the edge of the square? And I think that's exactly what he's trying to do. And Kennedy has made their run. Kennedy comes out from the full forward line, tries to catch it. He does catch it out of the air. Kennedy takes on his man. Kennedy's going for a score. He's half blocked down. It should be the goalkeeper's ball, and Aaron Bindon has it, and he gets the ball out towards the cornerback. The cornerback is Phelan McCann, and Phelan McCann is soloing forward now from the cornerback position, still going forward. He's going to be hit with a shoulder here. He is hit with a shoulder by Irritanian, but he does well to get the ball forward towards Sean Kilduff. He's under pressure. The ball breaks down in the middle of the field to Owen Murphy. His first touch lets him down, and Cavan Lee picks it up. A slap there by the Ardrahan man, O'Shane Slevin, and I think it could be a possible yellow card here for the Ardrahan man there, but Clarinbridge have won the free, and it's a scoring opportunity here for Evan Island again. It's a yellow card, I'd say, for a slap there, Cyril.
Yeah, it was. Gavin Lee showed good legs to get away and get up and running, and there was two Ardrahan men coming behind. Slevin got in with the slap first, I'd say. If it didn't happen, Keane Walsh was going to give it to, and Nyland with a free just a yard outside the 65.
He's already hit 6 from the place ball so far for Clarinbridge. They lead by 12 points to 5 so far, so this should be 13-5 after this as Evan Nyland gets ready to take the free. Evan launches it in towards the goals. He's got the distance. I can tell you he's got the accuracy too. 7 points now for Evan Nyland, all from the place ball, and it means it's 10 to 5 points, and we have reached 24 minutes as Derek Fahey takes the puck out. He goes over to this side of the field. He's looking for Ross Albertini. Albertini puts out the hand, but he's beaten to it there, and the ball goes out over the line, and Shane Ryan was in close attendance there as that ball goes out over the line, and Sean Kilduff was also quite close to it as Liam Lean is getting ready now to take the sideline cut, and the sideline cut is to the men of Clarinbridge. 1-10 for Clarinbridge, 5 points for Ardrahan as Liam Lean gets ready to take the free for his side, or the sideline I should say, on this side of the field. It's 13 points to 5. There's 8 between them. A beautiful ball across the field to the runner. The runner is O'Shane Salmon. He's going to go for a score, and he puts it between the posts. Great ball across the field. O'Shane Salmon puts it over the bar, and in fairness, O'Shane Salmon has seen a good bit of the action. 11 to 5 points.
Yeah, super sideline, super score, and great running by O'Shane Salmon to spot the gap of space up along the line there, and free in here for a pull of the jersey.
For the pull of the jersey there on Owen Murphy, and it's a scoring opportunity once again for Jason Kennedy and for Ardrahan. Ardrahan need scores now at this stage in the game. They are 1-11, which is 14 points to 5 points down. They're 9 points in arrears at this stage in the game, and we have reached 25 minutes of the first half. There's 5 minutes of the first half to go here, plus whatever additional time John Kane will add on, but Clarinbridge will be happy the way things are going so far. They got off to that blistering start. Copper fastened by that goal by Keane Salmon, the full forward. and they lead by 111 to 5 points. 14 points to 5. That means there's 9 between them as they get ready to take this free, and the free will be taken by Jason Kennedy. Jason has already scored on a couple of occasions so far. I can tell you now he scored another point. That's 4 points for Jason Kennedy from frees. 111 to 6 points, and Ardrahan just need to stay in the game now. Quick puck out. It goes out to Ian O'Brien. Ian O'Brien gets it back to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is Aaron Bindon, and Bindon goes long with that ball in towards the full forward line, looking for David Lee. David Lee takes on his man. He's got Keane Salmon across the way if he picks him out. David Lee still going forward. He's on an advantage here. David Lee pulls in that ball, but there's no advantage accruing, which means it's going to be a free in and another scoring opportunity here, and possible yellow card as well for Gerard Ford.
Yeah, he had come out, David Lee, and he took 2 swipes from Gerard Ford, all right. He was under pressure coming in along and wasn't let the shot get off, and Derek Fahey didn't have much to do as a result, and he pulled it along the ground, but definitely free in and possible yellow for Gerard Ford. Yeah,
it is a yellow for Gerard Ford, and this will put Clarinbridge 112 to 6 points in front. They're making well use of this breeze in this first half. They're making good use of this breeze as Evan Island stands over the free. 7 frees he's taken, 7 points he's got. There's a scoring opportunity to make it 8 points for him, and Evan Island makes no mistake. That's 8 points frees from Evan Island, and it's 112 now to 6 points. There's 9 points all of a sudden between the sides as Derek Fahey again gets ready to take the puck out for Ardrahan. Derek Fahey goes over to the far side of the field looking for Jason Kennedy, who's now out in the half-hour line, and Jason Kennedy wins that ball out of the air. He's got the runner is Oisin Slevin. Oisin Slevin has it. Oisin Slevin goes back to Keenan Fahey. Keenan Fahey comes inside his man. He's got Jason Kennedy over on the far side of the field. If he can pick him out, he just pick out Jason Kennedy. Kennedy goes for a score from play, but he puts it wide, would you believe it? And that's the 3rd wide for Ardrahan. They'll be disappointed with that one. They worked it well, but you'll wonder in the second half as we see Keenan Fahey is down injured, will they need to take him out of centre half back now and put him out around the middle of the field?
He's been very effective for them at centre back now through the championship. Obviously, Clarinbridge have highlighted in their play how to try and stop him, his influence in the game, and might be an idea to put him midfield. It's very hard to stop his play when he can go everywhere he wants in midfield. He got a bang there after he offloaded the hand pass to Jason Kennedy, and he's not too happy with it as a result. And he's a fine athlete, like he can cover ground very, very easily. Huge stride on him, and at the peak of his powers fitness-wise.
Yeah, of course he is. He's of course a member of the Galway senior panel. Was playing in the half-forward line for Galway this year. As we see, Ardrahan might be about to bring in Ian Linsky even at this early juncture in the game. The man wearing a number 25. He came on against Sarsfields in the last game. Quick puck out. It goes to this side of the field, and it's going to be won by the cornerback. The cornerback is Phelan McCann. He's going for, or Phelan McCann, I should say. He's going forward now for Clarinbridge, but he's hooked there by Irla Tanyan. Tanyan puts him under a lot of pressure, and the ball breaks, and it's picked up by Donagh Fahey. Donagh Fahey's in possession now. Ardrahan have only one man in that full forward line. That man is Liam Ford, and Liam Ford has the ball. Will he take on Oisin Salmon? He'll try and will take on Oisin Salmon, but he goes back the way. He goes back towards Oisin Slevin. Slevin has it now, and Slevin goes for a score. Is it inside the post? It looks good from here. Good score by Oisin Slevin. That's 2 points for Oisin Slevin for Ardrahan, and it's 112 to 7 points. They're staying in touch, 8 between them.
Yeah, he's pulling back someone here now. I think it's McCrann for maybe a loose Hurley after he was dispossessed. He's going to have a chat to him. I think there was 2 Ardrahan men that were in the book last time, and he might decide to put a Clarinbridge man in it here on this occasion.
I think he's calling Irla Tanyan aside as well. He's definitely speaking to Phelan McCann, and I think he's speaking to both players. Obviously I didn't see what happened, but anyway, he's having a word with both players. John Kane, the referee, I don't think he's taken any action as regards a yellow card or anything like that. He's just having a word with Phelan McCann and Irla Tanyan, but it's 112 to 7 points. 29 minutes have been played here. We are almost into the additional time here. That will be added on at the end. I think there'll be about 2 minutes additional time. I think they're pointing there. At the end of this game, at the end of this first half, that ball goes long. Up they go for it. Brilliantly taken out of the air by the Ardrahan man there. And that's Keane Walsh soloing forward, the wing back. 2 minutes additional time. He gets it off to Keenan Fahey soloing forward now. Keenan Fahey across the field towards Liam Ford. Liam Ford is standing though, and he gets the ball eventually. Liam Ford is in possession now. Liam Ford has got a runner outside him, but he doesn't pick him out, and it's taken up by Sean Kilduff. And Sean Kilduff goes along with that ball in towards the full forward line. Jack Burke should win it though. Jack Burke gets there ahead of Evan Island. Jack Burke is in possession now, and Jack Burke does well to get the ball out towards Pierce McCrann, the midfielder for Ardrahan. He goes past 2 Clarinbridge men, goes back towards Michael Walsh. His first touch sets him down, and that's a foul there by Michael Daly, and a chance here now for Ardrahan just to clear their lines. The 30 minutes have been played. There's going to be 2 minutes additional time, as we said. Ian Linsky is warming up from an Ardrahan perspective. They'll probably wait maybe till half time to introduce him as Derek Fahey comes out from the goalkeeping position. 112 for the Bridge, 7 points for Ardrahan. 30 minutes have been played. We're into the additional time that will be added on at the end of this first half as Derek Fahey gets ready to take the free, and Derek Fahey does take the free, and Derek Fahey goes along with that, and as he's taking the free, Ian Linsky comes out onto the field, and Ian Linsky is coming in place of Liam Ford, and Ian Linsky played well when he came on the last day. Another young player from the Ardrahan club.
Yeah, he'll have definitely something to offer. Liam Ford just a bit disappointed, I'd say, with himself. Not too sure had he a knock or not, but an unusual change. With 30 minutes gone, Niall, he could usually wait till half time, but he was ready to go there, so why not?
Yeah, he's in, and Derek Fahey is the sliotar back, and Derek Fahey will take the free again. And Derek Fahey goes along with that ball, and it's launched in towards the full forward line. Ira Tannen is in there, Donagh Fahey's in there. The ball is going to break into the path of TJ Brennan, and TJ Brennan comes away from the half back line now for Clarinbridge. And TJ Brennan looks right across the field. David Lee's out in front of his man. He'll catch the ball out of the air, and David Lee will take on Gerard Ford. Gerard Ford's already in the book. David Lee takes him on, and Keane Salmon has him at the space. Is this another goal scoring opportunity? David Lee decides to tap it over the bar, does he? He went for the score, but he put it wide, and that's 5 wides for Clarinbridge. But Keane Salmon had just peeled away, sir.
Yeah.
Probably should have got the pass. It was a goal scoring opportunity.
Yeah, squandered it somewhat. He made a decision to take his pint. He'll be disappointed he didn't finish with a pint, and sharp puck out is going to get overturned here.
And Josh Ryan is going for pint number 3 in the first half. That short puck out, but it's gone wide, and it's 6 wides now for Clarinbridge. Another scoring opportunity goes a begging for them. 112 to 5 points. They lead by 8 as we come up towards half time. We've about 30 seconds of that additional time now yet to play here in Pearse Stadium. They pick out Gerard Ford from the quick puck out by Derek Fahey. He goes short with that one. Gerard Ford takes his time going up the field. He picks out Pierce McCrann in the middle of the field. Pierce McCrann, it's like in slow motion the way they're building up the field, and he picks out Oisin Steven. Oisin Steven gets the ball off, and Oisin Steven is hit late again, as we keep saying. Steven has been in the wars in this first half, and I think Oisin Salmon will probably pick up a yellow card here, but it's a scoring opportunity coming up to half time.
Yeah, he did well to offload the hand pass. They were smart trying to move it up the field against the breeze. Putting it along the ground, came to Oisin Slevin. He gave a hand pass inside and took a late challenge, and Oisin Salmon looks like he's going picking up a yellow card for Clarinbridge.
Yeah, he's picking up a yellow card, the man wearing number 13, but it's a chance here just as we come up to half time. The 2 minutes of additional time have been played. It should be 112 to 8 points after this. It's 112 to 7 at the moment. That's 15 points to 7. It should be 15 points to 8 once this free is taken by Jason Kennedy. He's on the 45 metre line. It's one you would anticipate that he will put between the posts. He has got 4 so far as he gets ready to take this free for Ardrahan. Jason Kennedy, their ace free taker in this year's championship. Lifts, bends and strikes the sitter high in towards the goals. He makes no mistake. That's 5 points from the place ball by Jason Kennedy. And with that, the referee, sir, has blown for half time, with Clarinbridge leading by 7, 112 to 8 points.
Yeah, Clarinbridge find their spark at the right time.
Yeah, they sure are. It's half time. The goal was scored by Keane Salmon, and Clarinbridge lead by 7 at half time here in the second of the preliminary quarter-finals in the Galway Senior Hurling Championship. Clarinbridge 112, Ardrahan 8 points.
Hi, I'm Sean Kelly, and here's a chance to win an incredible prize. It's a stunning new home in Sawtail, Galway, one of Ireland's most beautiful locations. To enter, simply log on to winahomegalway.com. Imagine living next to the promenade and within minutes of Galway City. As they say, it could be you. That website again, winahomegalway.com. Thank you for your support and best of luck.
The defence straight away gets the ball off to Josh Ryan. Josh Ryan goes for a score. It'll be a good effort by Josh Ryan. It is a good. He's been team lean going through the heart of the defence straight away. Get team lean going through the heart of the the defence straight away, gets the ball off to Josh Ryan. Josh Ryan goes for a score. It'll be a good effort by Josh Ryan. It is a good effort by Josh Ryan. The youngster starting.
Been hurling very well this year in club championship for Clarinbridge actually, and I'm just looking. Josh Ryan is trying to pick up Keenan Fahy. Their
opponents could not get back into it, as we see Pierce McCann going deep into the full forward line now. They're trying to keep Keenan Fahy, obviously, as the spare man, as Jason Kennedy takes the free, and it is a free to Evan Nyland, and it should be 3 points to 1 after this one. It's meat and drink. This free to Evan Nyland. He puts it between the posts, and another good score. Half hour line. TJ Brennan and Ross Albertini battle for possession. It breaks into the path of Ira Chanyon, and Chanyon goes through the heart of the defence. Chanyon makes the space. A lovely score by Ira Chanyon.
Out the strength of this breeze and trying to put 4 points to 2 on the board for Clarinbridge.
Yeah, a chance here now as Evan Island takes the free, and Evan Island puts it over the bar. Role obviously is to pick up Keenan Fahy, and obviously run at Keenan Fahy and run at the heart of that defence.
Yeah, and he showed very...
The second attempt, he tries to take on his man. He does take on his man. He goes past his man. He's got a man inside. That man inside is bearing down in goal. A great ball across the field. Keane Salmon, it should be a goal. What a wonderful goal. O'Brien picks out Gavin Daly, or Gavin Lee superbly, and Gavin Lee from the sideline puts the ball between the posts. A lovely score towards the middle of the field. It's going to be won though by Josh Ryan, and Josh Ryan has it now for Clarinbridge. He's looking for point number 2. He launches it in towards the goals. He's put it between the posts, and Josh O'Sheen Slevin has it now on the 45-metre line. Slevin going forward now for Ardrahan, a scoring opportunity. O'Sheen Slevin, has he got it inside the post? I think he has. Good score by in the first half. They've made it count so far, as this free is going to be taken by Jason Kennedy. Jason Kennedy looking for point number 2, and Jason Kennedy gets it inside the line. We have a good vantage point of it here as he gets ready to take this free for his side. Has already got 2, Jason Kennedy. I can tell you now he's got 3 because he's put that one
on the spin, and Keane Walsh had met him with a fair shoulder. That's rarely nowadays you use it. One time it was a big thing for the tackle to use the shoulder.
In range as he gets ready to take this free, particularly as he's aided by wind advantage. Evan Island high in towards the goals. He's got the distance, he's got the accuracy too. He puts it over the bar. That's point 13-5 after this as Evan Island gets ready to take the free. Evan launches it in towards the goals. He's got the distance. I can tell you he's got the accuracy too. 7 points, 13 points to 5. There's 8 between them. A beautiful ball across the field to the runner. The runner is O'Sheen Salmon. He's going to go for a score, and he puts it between the posts as they get ready to take this free, and the free will be taken by Jason Kennedy. Jason has already scored on a couple of occasions so far. I can tell you now he's scored 7 points. He's got. This is a scoring opportunity to make it 8 points for him, and Evan Island makes no mistake. That's 8 points freeze from Evan Island, and it's will he take on O'Sheen Salmon. He'll try and will take on O'Sheen Salmon, but he goes back the way. He goes back towards O'Sheen Slevin. Slevin has it now, and Slevin goes for a score. Is it inside the post? It looks good. And you're very welcome back here to Pearse Stadium for the second half of the Clarinbridge Ardrahan game in the Senior Hurling Championship here in Galway. 112 to 8 points at half time. The men of the Bridge lead. They got that goal from Keane Salmon, but there's a big wind, and the wind is favouring the men of Ardrahan in the second half. Ardrahan has gone to the edge of the square circle, by the way, so I'd say they'll be hitting a few long ones in straight away to see how things will work out there.
Yeah, directness about them, I suppose. Kindy's gone out to the half-hour line. He had come out for a puck out or two in the first half. Suits him as well, and you can see straight away the two-man inside line, Donagh Fahy and himself, and we're ready to go now. Yeah,
the second half is underway. The game is on here. Ross Albertini tries to win it straight away for the men of Ardrahan, but it's won by Michael Daly. Gets the ball across to Gavin Lee in space. Lee is going to go for a score. It'll be a good start for the Bridge. Gavin Lee high, and Gavin Lee over the bar. A good score by Gavin Lee. That's the second point for Gavin Lee in this game, and that means it's 113 to 8 points now, as he puts that between the posts, 16 points to 8, and that means that the double scores lead again. The ball pucked out to the far side of the field, looking for Ian Linsky. Himself and Oisin Salmon battling for possession. The ball win by Evan Nyland. Nyland took a bit of a dive there, but Jack Burke tries to pick it up for Ardrahan. He gets a push in the back, and that's going to be a free out, and the free out is to Ardrahan, who now have wind advantage in the second half. Interestingly, Derek Fahy is making the way from the goalkeeping position. We saw him last time out against Sarsfields. I think he got a goal and a point in the first half from a penalty and from a free. He's a serious striking the ball.
Yeah, he'll be well within range here, and he's just outside his 45 to try and get a score on the board for Ardrahan. And sun is just coming out now, but it's bitter cold here in Pearse Stadium, what we're not used to over the last few weeks.
Yeah, 113 to 8 points. The scoreboard hasn't changed in Pearse Stadium. It says 112 to 8 points, but it's definitely 113 to 8 points. It's now 113 to 9 points because Derek Fahy has the distance and the accuracy. He puts it over the bar. 1 goal and 13 points to 9 points, and that means with 31 minutes played here, there's 8 between them again.
Yeah, good long distance free takers key nowadays, and you get a load of frees in around that area, and opportunities to get scored on the board.
The ball is pucked out, and it's won by Ardrahan, and they come on the attack again with their wing back. That's a Conor Cosgrove, was suspended last time out. Beautiful touch by Donagh Fahy. He's going to go for a score, but it's outside the post, and that one goes wide, and that's yet another wide for Ardrahan, and that's wide number 4 for the men of Ardrahan. And that means now that it's 1 goal and 13 points, as we said, to 9 points. There's 7 between them as that puck out is taken over to the far side of the field. Evan Nyland wins it. He gets the ball off towards Sean Kilduff. Sean Kilduff tries to win possession for his side now. Sean Kilduff soloing forward, gets it off to Gavin Lee. Gavin Lee does well for Clarinbridge, has the runner. The runner is Sean Kilduff. Sean Kilduff is in possession now. Sean Kilduff going through. It should be a point for Sean Kilduff. It is a point for Sean Kilduff. He puts it over the bar, and that means it's now 1 goal and 14 points to 9 points, and that means it's stretched out to an 8-point lead.
Yeah, nice fluent move by Clarinbridge, very smart. 1-2 in the middle, and great score.
Yeah. Ardrahan tried to win the puck out. It's won by Oisin Salmon. Oisin Salmon back to Phelan McCann. McCann goes long with that ball. McCann tries to get it forward further, but it goes out over the line, and that's a line ball, and a line ball over on the far side of the field, and it should be taken by the Ardrahan men as they get ready to take this sideline. The sideline will be taken over on the far side of the field.
Yeah, we've Keane Fahy gone to midfield now as well, Niall. He should be able to get a few opportunities at the post as well from that position. And
a free out there, a foul on the wing back, and that's Shane Ryan that's been fouled there. 1 goal and 14 points to 9 points as TJ Brennan gets ready to take the free, but TJ has seen that there's Ardrahan about to bring on a sub, by the way, and it's Ben O'Connor who's going to come in for Ardrahan, and has had a good championship so far for Ben O'Connor as well. But he's a big strong man, has played in the attack for Ardrahan in this year's championship, and he's another man that's coming on. And I think it's Ira Latanian that's coming to wing forward, and Ross Albertini is the man that is being taken off the Ardrahan team.
Yeah, he got a good few scores in the opening day in Athenry, and he'll be short with the free here.
Yeah, here comes the free. Goes across the field. Clarinbridge come on the attack. Sean Kilduff got the last point for Clarinbridge. He's soloing forward now. He's under pressure there from Ian Linsky. Sean Kilduff does well to get the ball off to Michael Daly in space. Michael Daly goes for a score from out on the sideline. Michael Daly in towards the goals, but this one is going to go wide, and that's wide number 7 for Clarinbridge. But they do lead by 114 to 9 points. 17 points to 9. No real life in the game at the moment, I suppose, where people are saying that Pearse Stadium, it's such a vast open space that to get an atmosphere in here, it's hard to do because there's such a big open space, as we said. The ball is won by Dylan Dunn. Dunn does well to get the ball right across the field. Owen Murphy should intercept it though, and Owen Murphy does intercept it. He loses possession. He tries to pick it up. He can't pick it up. The first touch lets him down there, and in comes David Lee and Gavin Lee. The Lee brothers come in to try and win the ball for Clarinbridge, who lead by 8 points, as we keep saying here. We have 4 minutes gone in the second half as Ardrahan tried to come away with possession. They do come away with possession, and it's Michael Walsh who has it. Michael Walsh gets the ball off towards Pierce McCran. McCran goes long in towards Owen Murphy or Ben O'Connor, and Ben O'Connor takes it out of the air. This will be a super start by Ben O'Connor. It's over the bar by the man wearing number 7. He's a big, powerful man at the edge of the square. He puts it over the bar. Good score.
Yeah, quick puck out again. Came late. Looked like he was nowhere near it and put in his paw and caught it. And great score by Ben O'Connor.
114 to 10 points. The ball is going to be won by Oisin Salmon. He's got a point in the opening half. He set up the goal. He flicks the ball across the field towards Sean Kilduff. Kilduff wears number 6 but plays at midfield. Gets the ball off to Michael Daly, and he first times the ball in towards that full forward line. It should be won by Michael Walsh. It is won by Michael Walsh. He gets there ahead of his man. Michael Walsh tries to go through 2 Clarinbridge men. He does that well. He gets the ball off to Gerard Ford. He's got a runner in space. That space is picked up by Owen Murphy, and Owen Murphy goes long in towards Donagh Fahy. Fahy tries to take the touch, but he can't do so because he's under pressure from Phelan McCann. And it's a chop there, I think, by Donagh Fahy, and it results in a free out to the men of Clarinbridge.
Yeah, touch hard. He lost control of it, and he had just flicked in. I thought he trapped the ball, Niall, from where I could see here. His movement was down the way, all right, but I didn't think he clipped a hurl. I thought he clipped the ball, and Nyland with a free. He'll be a long way. He's a long way back to be hitting this into breeze. He's between his own 45 and 65, but you have Salmon in around the house anyway as a presence.
Yeah, it is a sub warming up for Clarinbridge. Andrew Monaghan is about to see action. This would be his first appearance in this year's championship if he sees action. A man that's been injured for quite a while, but he's back in action again as Evan Island gets ready to take the free for Clarinbridge. 1 goal and 14 points to the Bridge. 10 points for Ardrahan as Evan Island comes back to his own half-back line to take the free. He's got the distance, has he? He doesn't have the accuracy though. It's going to drop short in towards Keane Salmon, and it comes off Keane Salmon and goes wide, and another wide for Clarinbridge there as that high ball came in, as we see that the quick puck out is going to be taken. Is it by Derek Fahy? It's not, because Keane Salmon is injured, and Keane Salmon is just fell awkwardly, I think, sir, as that high ball came in there.
Yeah, I'm still and is it Michael or Micheál Walsh had a tangle with each other there, 2 big powerful men, and Salmon has come out the worst of it.
Yeah, Salmon has got the goal. The referee is saying that the game has to go ahead, I think, because technically it's not a head injury, is it? Or
yeah,
I think he's coming out to the middle of the field. John Kane, will the game get underway, or will we wait on for Keane Salmon to be up? Keane Salmon is up. I think Keane is okay, as this free is going to, or this puck out is going to be taken. It's taken quickly. It goes over to the far side of the field, and Michael Walsh has it. Michael Walsh gets it back to Derek Fahy, and Derek Fahy is on the 45 metre line. I'd say he'll wind up for a big one here, and he does wind up for a big one. He launches it long in towards the square. It's a dangerous high ball. Ben O'Connor puts up the hand. Has he got it in his hand? Ben O'Connor has it. He gets the ball back, but Oisin Salmon does well to come back into defence for Clarinbridge to win possession there, and he's in possession. Oisin Salmon, he goes across the field. He picks out Shane Ryan. Shane Ryan has it now for Clarinbridge. Fails to pick it at the first attempt, does so at the second attempt. Will have to go back to the goalkeeper here. Goes back to Aaron Bindon. Bindon looks upfield, and Bindon gets the ball right across the goals towards Ian O'Brien. Confident play by the Clarinbridgemen there. They work it out of defence out towards Dylan Dunn. Dylan Dunn goes further forward out towards the man wearing number 6, that's Sean Kilduff. Sean Kilduff gets the ball in towards the full forward line. Josh Ryan has been fouled there, as the referee says play on, as he's put under serious pressure over the far side of the field. That's going to be a free in, and it's a scoring opportunity once again for Evan Island. But Ben O'Connor caught that ball out of the air, sir. He was very close to the ground. He picked it up brilliantly, but tried to get the ball back to one of his partners in the attack. But unfortunately, from his perspective, Oisin Salmon was reading the situation, came in, and Clarinbridge cleared their lines. And a scoring opportunity here to put the 8 in front again.
Yeah, but madness by Clarinbridge to allow Derek Fahy go 1-2 and a puck out, carry a ball nearly to the 45, landed it down right in the square. Ben O'Connor put up his hurl, touched it into his hand, but he had lost his footing when it came into his hand. Unfortunate from an Ardrahan perspective, and Salmon did very well to come back and clear the line. Salmon has got better every week too, Niall. He was coming back from injury. He's had a big influence in today's game, and he's defended well, and he's had his hand in the goal. Yeah,
he's a big player for Clarinbridge. Back in action, Mikey Daly comes off, and Andrew Monaghan comes on. 115 to 10 points. As the goalkeeper, Derek Fahy, the sun in his eyes, has got options. Will he decide to go long? He decides to go over to the far side of the field looking for Keenan Fahy. Keenan Fahy, the brother, is now at the middle of the field. He takes it out of the air superbly, gets the ball off towards Owen Murphy. Owen Murphy has the runner. The runner is Keane Walsh over in the far side of the field. Keane Walsh comes up the field. Keane Walsh from the sideline goes for a score. Keane Walsh high. Great score by Keane Walsh. He puts it over the bar. He's got a good few points in this year's championship from coming up from wing back. He puts it over the bar. Good score, 115 to 11 points. I suppose the key to that was the fact that Derek Fahy in the middle of the field caught the puck out from his brother, and that means it's a good score, 115 to 11.
Yeah, good puck out by Derek. Low trajectory on it. Keenan picked it up. 2 passes later to Keane Walsh over the bar.
Puck out goes long. It's won by Keenan Fahy in the middle of the field. Keenan Fahy gets the ball forward towards Oisin Slevin. Oisin Slevin soloing forward now, and they're being called back for something here. Not quite sure what that's for, as Oisin Slevin was going through. Is it an advantage to Ardrahan?
Yeah.
He's given the advantage
to Ardrahan. Yeah, he must have got a flick Oisin Slevin before he's up and running. and brought back for a free. Kinley's going to hit it from the 65.
Yeah, it's a free into Ardrahan, but I suppose they'll be a bit disappointed maybe that they didn't. The advantage wasn't accruing there in the sense that they weren't allowed to go forward much in 7, but it's still a scoring opportunity and one for Jason Kennedy. If this goes over the bar, we're back to 6 points. It's 115 to 11 points as he takes this free, and that ball goes high and it goes over the bar. A good score by Jason Kennedy. That's point number 6 for him now, and we're back to 6 points. Sir, next score is vital.
Yeah, Keane Walsh came on the last puck out one-handed, Niall. You wouldn't see it in around their square these days.
Well, you might see it in their square these days. That's the problem.
The Headford Road. Yeah. But he was fully committed on the ball, and he blew it back in the direction it was coming.
And the puck out is taken, and it's taken quickly, and it goes across the far side of the field. It's picked up by TJ Brennan, and TJ Brennan is in possession. TJ Brennan goes long in towards the full forward line. It's won by David Lee. David Lee takes on his man. David Lee goes past his man. David Lee still going forward now for Clarinbridge. Sprays the ball across the field to Keane Salmon. Beautiful touch by Keane Salmon. And Clarinbridge men are a bit disappointed with that because there's a foul on David Lee. Obviously, it's going to be a free in. But Keane Salmon had just turned his man and was about to bear down on goal.
Yeah, he's saying the advantage didn't. He's not happy that the advantage didn't last longer. It was a late challenge over there on. Who was trying what Clarinbridge? David Lee was trying to move that ball inside. Did move it along and smartly inside, and Keane Salmon felt he had a great chance of getting a score from it. Yeah, I think there's a yellow card over there to Keane Walsh as well for Ardrahan. He got a super point there a couple of moments ago, but it's a scoring opportunity now in front of the goals to Evan Island, and this will stretch Clarinbridge out to 10 points. Or 7 points in front again. It'll be 10 points though for Evan Island. He should put this one between the posts. He's on the 21 obviously because it came from where the ball landed, so he's going to pop it over the bar. Yeah,
he should pop it over the bar. He has popped it over the bar. That's 10 frees now for Evan Island, and you can't afford to be giving frees away, sir, to this guy because he will pop, I'd say, 99 out of 100.
Yeah, best in the business for it. Yeah.
Puck out goes over towards Keenan Fahy. Keenan Fahy is under pressure from Sean Kilduff. Kilduff wins it. 116 to 12 points. Kilduff gets the ball off to Evan Nyland. Nyland tries to go past 3 men there from Ardrahan. He doesn't do that though. He gets the ball further back the field towards Andrew Monaghan, just into the action. He's under serious pressure. He can't pass the ball forward towards Evan Nyland. Nyland looks across the field and picks out Liam Lean. Liam Lean in the middle of the field is going to go for a score for Clarinbridge. Liam Lean high in towards the goals. It comes off the post. A dangerous ball into the path of Keane Salmon. Keane pulls in the ball. Great save by Derek Fahy, the goalkeeper. He did well there. Derek Fahy will go down on the ball there. Tries to come away with it. Referee says he wasn't fouled. Keane Salmon tries to pick it up. David Lee is in possession now. Keane Salmon has it. Keane Salmon gets the ball back to Evan Island in space. It should be a score, but he's fluffed his lines there, and Derek Fahy has the ball in his hand, and Derek Fahy does well to pick out Keane Walsh on the far side of the field. Keane Walsh coming away now for Ardrahan. Keane Walsh is under pressure. Keane Walsh is from a standing position, strikes the ball. He's half hooked though by Gavin Lee. TJ goes up for it, and TJ takes it out of the air. That's TJ Brennan, the centre half back, and TJ does well to get the ball out towards Liam Lean in the middle of the field. It was his effort that came back off the crossbar. Liam Lean is in possession, off the post I should say. He gets the ball back towards Dylan Dunn. Dylan Dunn gets a good ball out towards to Lee. That's a Gavin Lee. Gavin Lee tries to get the ball further forward, but it comes off the Ardrahan man, goes out over the line. But in fairness to Derek Fahy, the ball came back off the poster and Keane Salmon pulled in it, but Derek Fahy was alive. A good save.
Yeah, he had nearly bashed out the post. He was abroad near the umpire, and he did double back when he came back down on it, but he did very well, moved his feet very quickly. Salmon thought he had a goal and blocked it with his leg, I think, and made a great save.
116 to 12 points. The sideline is to Clarinbridge over on the far side of the field. They get the ball in towards David Lee. Himself and Jared Ford having a good battle there. Lee tries to pick it up, but it's picked up by an Ardrahan man. And eventually Owen Murphy is back there for Ardrahan. He feels under serious pressure though from Josh Ryan. Murphy does have the ball in his hand. He tries to get away from a number of Clarinbridge when he goes back towards the goalkeeper. It's a dangerous ball. It's half intercepted by Keane Salmon himself, and Keane Walsh now, or Michael Walsh is battling for possession, and the referee John Kane is going to throw the ball up on the 20-metre line as this is going to be a free in, and the free in is to, or a throw in I should say, on the 20-metre line. It's 1 goal and 16 points for the Bridge. It's 12 points for Ardrahan. 13 minutes gone. The ball breaks out towards Sean Kilduff, but it's picked up by Keane Walsh, and he winds up for a big one, and he launches it long, but Dylan Dunn is underneath it. Will Dunn get there? He won't, because Dylan Dunn is there, but Dylan Dunn drops the ball out of his hand back towards Phelan McCann. Phelan McCann does well to get the ball out towards Dunn. Dunn is going forward now for Clarinbridge. Dylan Dunn is hit with a good hard shoulder there by Keenan Fahy. He gets the ball forward though to Sean Kilduff. He does well. Sean Kilduff gets the ball forward towards Joshua Ryan, who's out in front of his man. Josh got 2 points in the first half. He picks out Liam Lean. Liam Lean comes inside his man, makes the space for himself on the 45-metre line. Liam Lean with a beautiful score. It goes between the posts. Liam Lean is the man who puts it over the bar. He just came inside the Ardrahan man there, made the space, puts it over the bar. 117 to 12 points.
Yeah, show great composure and a great step inside, and hit it very well. Fine score.
The puck out is taken by Derek Fahy. He goes long with that one. Up they go for the ball. Is going to break into the Dylan Dunn. He's playing that sweeper role very effectively in this game. He tries to get away from the Irlatanian. He's just have over carried the ball, and he ran into 2 big men there in Irlatanian and Ben O'Connor. Just couldn't go through them. And Dylan Dunn is obviously, he'll be under 20 again next year from a Galway perspective. He's playing well there in that sweeper role.
Yeah, he's playing well there. He just met a A couple of Ardrahan lads there, about 6'4", and he was going nowhere, and could have got the free out, but deemed to have overcarried. They held him up fairly well, in fairness, and used their bodies.
170 to 12 points to the bridge. They lead by 8 as Jason Kennedy gets ready to take the free. Jason Kennedy now for Clarinbridge. His side 8 points, or for Ardrahan, I should say. His side 8 points in arrears as he gets ready to take it. 15 minutes almost gone. Jason Kennedy fluffs his lines there though, and it's bashed out by Ian O'Brien. He'll be disappointed with that one. Ian O'Brien tries to come away with possession. He's under pressure from Ben O'Connor there, and he's picked out by Phelan McCand as well to pick out TJ Brennan. Comes inside his man TJ Brennan, hand passes the ball out to Shane Ryan. Shane Ryan taking on his man. Shane Ryan goes past the Italian. Shane Ryan still going forward. Now there's 2 Ardrahan men following him, and Shane Ryan does well. Keenan Fahey stands up, and Keenan Fahey hits him with a shoulder there, but it's just been a legal shoulder there on Shane Ryan, and Shane Ryan just waited until Keenan Fahey came that bit close to him, and something has happened off the ball there. I didn't see it myself, but there's just a little slap there, I think, and John Kane, the referee, just having a word there with Earl Italian, and it's going to be a free though, and the free is to Clarinbridge. I think Tan will pick up a yellow card here, sir.
Yeah, I'd say he'll pick up a yellow card. Keenan Fahey wasn't too happy with. Felt he had stood his ground, and Shane Ryan had offloaded the hand pass, and there was a small bit after between Shane Ryan and Earl Italian as a result.
Yeah, there sure was, and it's going to be a free, and the free is to Evan Island and to Clarinbridge, and Evan Island will take this free for Clarinbridge, and this is a possible scoring opportunity for them now. Obviously he's against the wind, but we know that he's such an efficient free taker, such a great free taker, that nothing is beyond the bounds of possibility that he could put this one between the posts. But as I said, he's a long way out as he takes this. He's back on his own 65 metre line as he's getting ready to take the free, but it's 117 to 12 points, or 8 points in arrear into the good. They're able to keep that lead intact as we see that it's going to be free, as I said, to the men of Clarinbridge. Here comes Evan Island. He has got 10 points from free so far. Evan Island back on his own 65 metre line, goes for a score from out the field. It's going to drop short though in towards the goal. It's going to half battered out. It's picked up by the Ardrahan men though, and Michael Walsh comes out from the full back line. He's fouled there by Keane Salmon as he came out, and this could be a yellow for Keane Salmon as well.
Yeah.
And
shot to the helmet, so
yeah,
it was contact with the helmet, just a loose hurl, clip Michael Walsh, so I'd say it'll go down as a booking night.
Yeah, Keane Salmon just does pick up the yellow card, the man who got the goal for Clarinbridge. 170 to 12 points. It's a game, sir, that hasn't really come to life. Clarinbridge got a great start, and they've kept that advantage between themselves and Ardrahan, and they've been at arm's length obviously all through this game.
Yeah, and they've done their best hurling earlier in the game, there's no doubt about that, but they've shown phases of play here now where I've been of very good quality, and they'll be delighted with the performance to date really, and they just want to get into the quarter-final next weekend.
Derek Fahey will take the free. He's back in his own full back line as he takes this. He goes long with that one. It's gone high in towards the goals. It's a dangerous ball. It's going to break, and Clarinbridge have numbers back there, and Ian O'Brien is in possession. Ian O'Brien gets it off to Liam Lean in the middle of the field. Liam Lean going forward now, and Liam Lean gets the ball forward as Cathal Walsh is about to come into the Ardrahan team, and that ball goes out over the line on this side of the field, and it's a line ball to Ardrahan, which will be taken by Michael Walsh, who's going to leave it in fact actually to Conor Cosgrove.
Yeah, good play by Ardrahan to close it down on this side, and they get a sideline. Wouldn't be too happy with the quality of ball up the field towards Sam, and he got caught in the sun as well. But Tannion on it now. Beautiful touch by Earl Tannion, by the way. Gets that ball in towards Ben O'Connor at the edge of the square. It's a high lobbing, dangerous ball. It's going to break. Who's going to break to? It's on the ground, and TJ Brennan picks it up, and TJ Brennan comes away with it. It was a dangerous ball that was dropping just between the goalkeeper and the full back line. A dangerous one, and it's out towards Liam Lean in the middle of the field, and Liam Lean has it. He's under pressure from Oisin Slavin. Did he get a push in the back there? He did get a push in the back. It was a free. It was a dangerous ball. I'm sure Aaron Bindon would have been delighted that one didn't end up in the net, because it was one of those that was landing in the edge of the square, and Ben O'Connor was underneath it. Ian O'Brien was underneath it. The goalkeeper was beside it as well, and Clarinbridge did well to defend it. Yeah, popped around, and I think it was TJ Brennan that caught his hand to it for a finish and sorted it out. But as you're saying, the quality of hurling hasn't been as good in the second half night. No, it sure hasn't, but Clarinbridge won't mind that at the moment. They lead by 8 as Ardrahan come on the attack. Owen Murphy's got the ball twice, he can't catch it again, and he launches it long in towards the full forward line again. Ben O'Connor goes up for the ball, it breaks though into the path of Jason Kennedy, and Ben O'Connor has it now. Ben O'Onnor in possession. That's a penalty, Linsky, surely. Yeah. And that's a wild pull there, and it's Ian Linsky who was fouled. That has to be a penalty. Yeah. And it's interesting to see what card that Ian O'Brien will get following this one, because that was a wild pull there. Yeah, and I felt myself that it didn't go far enough. The original ball in, Dunn had put his hurl to it and it broke down, and fell to Linsky. He was directing him, and he got a nice slap for it in the process. I think it was Ian O'Brien that gave him a clip. He's getting a yellow card for it, and Derek Fahey to come up and hit the penalty. And if this goes up in the net, if this goes back to 5, we said it had been flat in the second half. It mightn't be flat for too long. Derek Fahey has come up to take the penalty. He scored one in the last round against Sarsfields.
He's come up to take this one. He's already got a point from a long range free. The goalkeeper for Ardrahan. The foul on Ian Linsky there by Ian O'Brien results in the penalty to Ardrahan. And those dangerous high balls that were going in have proved fruition now for them. Is this going to be a goal scoring opportunity? Well, it is a goal scoring opportunity. We'll see what Derek Fahy does here. He lifts, he bends, he strikes. Derek with a shot into the back of the net. He gave the goalkeeper no chance whatsoever. He buries it past Aaron Bindon. It's 1 goal and 17 points now to 1 goal and 12. Game on, Cyril.
Yeah, top left corner is Derek Fahy's looking at the absolute rocket. Bindon had gone the other way. He had given them the eyes that way, I'd say. And a sharp work out now for Clarinbridge to try and work it out. But David Ford and Niall Moran made sweat for the first time today.
The ball is won by Keenan Fahy in the middle of the field. Keenan Fahy with a chance to bring it back to 4. Keenan Fahy over the bar. The Ardrahan crowd gets behind that one. They put it over the bar. There's a sub on, by the way, Cathal Walsh. I'm not quite sure who came off for the Ardrahan men. But there's a sub on. It's 1 goal and 17 points to 1 goal and 13. We're back to 4.
Yeah, we're getting a bit of spark now, a bit of pressure on Bindon with the puck out for the first time today.
There is a bit of pressure on him. Puck out goes out to the middle of the field, and Evan Island wins it for Clarinbridge. They needed to win that one. 1 goal and 17 points to 113. The ball sprayed across the field towards Joshua Ryan. He's in front of Gerard Ford. Joshua Ryan is going to go for a score from out the field. It'll be a majestic effort if it goes over the bar. It's a superb score by Joshua Ryan, and as you said there, Cyril, yourself, a great reply. He's got 3 points against the wind. That's a super score.
Yeah, Bindon was smart. Found Nyland in the middle of the field. One pass. Josh Ryan had started the game with a lovely score and got a great score there.
Ardrahan come again with Cathal Walsh, gets it back to Irla Tanyan. Tanyan tries to burst through the Clarinbridge man there. His hurl was half held there. Canyon is going through. Canyon has a runner. He's got a runner in. Owen Murphy flicks the ball outside to Cathal Walsh. Cathal Walsh in space. Will he go for a score? He will go for a score, and I can tell you, he'll put it between the posts as well, the substitute. A great score by Cathal Walsh. 118 to 114 with 10 minutes to go, Cyril. It's all to play for.
I don't know about this. Don't know much about this lad, Niall, but he's composed anyway and got a great score. Not bothering him. Wasn't phased. Pushed out towards the sideline and popped it high in the sky and read the wind beautifully. 114
to 118. Alan Armstrong will be coming in for Clarinbridge. The ball goes in towards the full forward line. David Lee's out in front of his man. David Lee has the ball. He's under pressure there. Is he fouled? The referee says play on. David Lee tries to go through to Ardrahan in there. He throws the ball though, and it's going to be a free out. And the free out is to Ardrahan. And Derek Fahy is going to come and take this. He'll land this in the square. And consternation for Clarinbridge at the moment.
He could land it a bit further. He's just outside the D zone. He's pushed a bit on the stand side here, and he'll put this in around the house, or he could actually put it dead. I'd say he'll have the distance on it now.
He could have the distance here. The 2 Armstrong brothers are about to come on now for Clarinbridge. Derek Fahy takes the free. He's already got 1-1, and Derek Fahy launches it. It's going to land in around the square. Ben O'Connor will go up with TJ Brennan. It's in the net. It's a goal. It's a deflected goal. It's gone into the back of the net. I think it came off TJ Brennan. It's gone in the net. Either TJ Brennan or Ian O'Brien. It's gone in the net. There's a point between them.
I'm not too sure. I think it could have touched Kindy's hurl.
It's a high ball that went in. I think it would have been one of the... Was it Ian O'Brien, I think? The ball has gone in the net. There's a point between them anyway. 118 to 214.
Yeah, Salmon is down. Salmon is down with an arm injury, but he doesn't have to wait. You had mentioned this earlier on, Niall. When it's not a head injury, he doesn't have to wait. His shoulder injury, hopefully it's not too bad. He had an operation on one of them earlier on in the year. The helmet has gone back on. When he knows the game can't be stopped, he's continuing to play on.
But the ball is in the net. There's a point between them. 118 for the Bridge, 214 to Ardrahan as Shane Ryan wins possession for Clarinbridge from the puck out. He's going forward now. Shane Ryan gets the ball inside to the full forward line, looking for Keane Salmon. Keane Salmon lets the ball off to Josh Ryan. Josh Ryan has it. Is this a goal scoring opportunity? Ryan goes through. Oh, great defending by the Ardrahan man there, and Michael Walsh did well. The ball is won by Gerard Ford. He tries to come away with possession. He's fouled there by Andrew Monaghan. It's a free out, and Derek Fahy's coming all the way again. This could be the equaliser.
Could be the equaliser. I think he's on the D actually. He'll put it downtown again, and chaos on the long ball down from Ardrahan, and they're getting great.
There's a bit of pushing and shoving going on as well between Niall Moran and one of the Ardrahan mentors as well. But anyway, it's all happening off the field and on the field. There's a point between them though. Derek Fahy has had a huge influence in this game, sir, as he takes this free. He goes long with that one again. Has he got the distance? He has. It's over the bar. The sides are level. Derek Fahy puts it over the bar. And I just commented, he's had a massive influence in this game. He's got a goal and 2 points. The sides are level, 118 to 215.
Yeah, we're in for a game now. We didn't think 10 minutes ago this was going to happen, and 2 goals and 2 points later, and we've a great game in our hands.
The ball goes forward towards Sean Kilduff. He's in the possession now for Clarinbridge. There was 8 points between them not so long ago. As Clarinbridge come on the attack, that ball goes long in towards the goals. It's a 50-50 ball. Who's going to win it? Michael Walsh flicks the ball out towards Keenan Fahy. Josh Ryan does well for Clarinbridge, but Michael Walsh is there for Ardrahan. He's trying to come away with possession. He can't do so, and Josh Ryan has it. Josh Ryan has got a man inside. Is it going to get there in time? It's not, because Derek Fahy's out, and Derek Fahy gets the shoulder there, and the shoulder seems to just straighten him up. He gets the ball out to Jace, to Conor Cosgrove. He tries to clear the ball. It's a poor clearance. Evan Island has it. Is this a chance to put the Bridge in front? He's blocked down superbly though, and Owen Murphy has it. He loses possession. He picks it up. He goes long with that ball, but Clarinbridge have an extra man back there, and Phelan can do as well. The ball breaks into the path of Ian Linsky. The man who was fouled for the penalty. Linsky tries to pick it up. Jason Kennedy is also there, but back for Clarinbridge is Shane Ryan. Ryan does well to come away from the wing back position. Ryan is going forward. He's hit with a master shoulder there by Oisin Seven. The ball goes across the field. Dylan Dunn tries to pick it up. He's under serious pressure there, and the Ardrahan men are fighting for their lives here. 1:18 to 2:15. The ball breaks out to Keenan Fahey. Keenan Fahey has it. Keenan Fahey goes back the field to Pierce McCran. He's got a runner this side of the field. It's here to Tanyan. Will Tan get there? Will Big Tan get there? He will get there. Tanyan has it. He goes past TJ Brennan. His hurl is pulled there. Referee says play on. Tan tries to go forward, and the ref gives the free out. His hurl was pulled as he tried to get away there, but it's all happened there. And in fairness to Oisin Seven, you mentioned it, it was a serious hit as the Clarinbridge man was about to come out of defence. But it's a great game of hurling at this stage now, sir. We have 5 minutes to go.
TJ Brennan shouldn't be in a rush to get things moving on fairly quickly. Just need a bit of composure now. Josh Ryan found it hard to earn a free down the far side. Tanyan found it hard to earn a free there, and Nyland is free now if someone is to find him, and they look like they're going to go short.
I think they're going to go back to the goalkeeper. You know, Brian does go back to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is Aaron Bindon. Bindon is on the 45-metre line. He winds up for the big one and he goes long with that ball. But who's going to win it? Up they go forward. It's won by Keenan Fahey superbly out of there. He's had a master last 10 minutes. He's foul coming out, and the brother Derek is going to come to take this. And Derek Fahey is going to change in the hurl. And this is a chance as Tanyan goes down with cramp, I think. But Derek Fahey, he's back in his own half-back line as Keenan has gained a couple of yards there. He'll have the distance here, you would think. This could be the lead score.
Yeah, either way he'll have plenty of distance. Nyland needs to be careful now. He'll get caught if he's messing around with the Schlitzer up there to be brought forward. It was brought forward in the first half. Derek Fahey is well within range. He's 5 inside his own 45. He's an all-merciful belt of a ball. Tanyan is down injured. He's after getting a bit of gel to try and catch his breath and get him a bit of life in his legs to get the last 5 minutes of the game.
Derek Fahey has gained a few metres, but he's gone back again into the position where the free should be taken. But Derek Fahey has got a goal and 2 points for Ardrahan in this game, and he's had a serious impact on the game. As I said, there's a lot of people around us. They're standing up. They're getting excited, sir. We're getting excited ourselves as Derek Fahey takes the free for Ardrahan. Derek Fahey high. He's got the distance. Has he got the accuracy? It comes off the post, would you believe it? It comes off the post and goes wide. Great effort by Derek Fahey, and that's a let off from a Clarinbridge perspective as Aaron Bindon gets ready to take the puck out. The Bridge are bringing on a sub. Keane Salmon, is he coming off the Clarinbridge team? He's not. He's coming out to wing forward. Ardrahan are warming up a sub as well. It could be young Diviney that's coming in. Cormac Diviney wearing number 4 is coming in for Ardrahan. He is coming in for Ardrahan. Who's taken off the Ardrahan team? The quick free is taken, or the quick puck out is taken, and it's going to be won by the Clarinbridgemen. They come up the field, them in at the bridge, but Keenan Fahey should be there. Keenan Fahey, the ball breaks through Keenan Fahey. It's picked up by Gerard Ford. Gerard Ford is in possession now. Gerard Ford goes along with that one. He picks out Ben O'Connor. There's nobody on him. Ben O'Connor, the ball goes over. He said it's a race possession. O'Connor and O'Brien battling possession. It's the O'Brien that wins it, and he does well. And it's picked up TJ Brennan. TJ Brennan gets the ball off towards Alan Armstrong. He came on a few moments ago. Alan Armstrong goes long for the bridge again into the 2-man full forward line. Andrew Monaghan is one of the full forward line, but he's beaten by the big man. The big man is Michael Walsh. He flicks the ball out towards the middle of the field. He tries to kick it forward, but Monaghan does well to get the ball off to Josh Ryan. He hand passed the ball forward, but back there have Ardrahan with Phelan McCran. McCran does well to get the ball out to Keenan Fahey. He swung around. It's going to be a free, and Derek is going to make the way out to the 45-metre line. The momentum, Cyril, is swung. It's all with Ardrahan at this stage.
Clarinbridge need to be more disciplined across that 45. Sure, Derek Fahey has 4 or 5 frees hit from this area, and he's caused plenty of bother. Some has ended up in goals, some has ended up in score. The last one hit the post. He's well within range, but Anton that's dropping short is also causing huge problems, and they have a chance for the lead here. They had a chance to lead, 3 minutes left on the clock.
The free, Ardrahan's Cormac Diviney is in. I don't know if they've taken anyone off as yet. They have. It's Earl Tanyan actually that's coming off. I think he's given away to cramp at this stage. Earl Tanyan, he's gone off. Cormac Diviney is on. Connor Lee is about to come in for Clarinbridge as well. The 45 for the free on the 45-metre line, and the free is to the men of Ardrahan. It's Derek Fahey who'll take it. He could go short to Gerard Ford here. There's nobody on him, sir.
Yeah.
He does go short to Gerard Ford. Will Gerard Ford give it back? Gerard is going to go for the goal score himself. Gerard Ford, the corner back, high in towards the goals. Has he got the distance? He has, but it's gone wide. It's 6 wides. He did go short. Maybe he should have gone back to Derek Fahey.
Very tight in that post, so it was. Derek Fahey thought it was over the bar. He was looking right behind Gerard Ford.
2:15 to 1:18. Ardrahan have hit 2 wides in the last couple of minutes. It's brilliantly won by Keane Walsh, the wing back. Keane Walsh goes back to Gerard Ford. Gerard Ford comes inside his man. He sprays the ball across to Keenan Fahey. Keenan Fahey's first touch at him down, but it was a tough ball to control. Off to Liam Lean. Liam Lean hand passes the ball, was picked up by Jack Burke. Burke is in possession now for Ardrahan. Burke going forward. Burke in towards the full forward line. In towards O'Connor again. The ball is going to break. It's gone wide again. It's gone wide again. That's 3 wides in a row for Ardrahan when they've been on top now, sir.
Yeah. They have 3 points in a row to go. Pint ahead. It put Clarinbridge under huge pressure, but 3 let-offs really for Clarinbridge, and they just need a bit of composure if they want to get something out of this game now.
The ball breaks. Who's going to win it? Gerald Ford tries to pick it up. Gavin Lee goes in on top of him again. We have a minute of normal time to go, plus whatever additional time will be added on. Of course, we could go to extra time as well if this game is level. Clarinbridge get the ball off to Evan Island. It'll be a massive score by Evan Island. It's a huge score by Evan Island. He puts it over the bar. A brilliant score from play by Evan Island. Clean salmon off to Evan Island when they needed a score. What a score.
Big score. Oh, geez, he was under pressure hitting it, and almost got blocked down by Jack Burke. I think he's still down injured as a result of it. Medics are tending to him, but everyone catch a better breath of air, and pint in it now, Niall, with only a minute, and I think he's signalled for 3 minutes injury time. I'm not fully sure. Is it 3 or 4? I see 4.
Well, we were talking there about the scoring opportunities. Ardrahan had 3 that they win wide, which would put them in front. Clarinbridge got 1 chance, and they got it the right man. He puts it between the posts.
Yeah, and it was an important score for them now in Ireland. He's been very, very good for them this year from play and from frees, and it's one they really, really needed.
3 minutes of additional time will be added on. We have just 60 minutes played. We have 3 minutes to go here. The Bridge lead by a point. Clarinbridge 119. Ardrahan 2 goals and 15 points. That's 22 points to 21. Derek Fahey will take the puck out. He'll probably go short here to Keane Walsh, will he? He won't. He decides to go long. He decides to go over to the far side of the field, looking for the brother. The brother is Keane and Fahey. He tries to take it down. It breaks though into the path of Oisin Slevin, or Oisin Salmon, I should say. Oisin Salmon is composed. He gets the ball across the field to Alan Armstrong, the wing back for Clarinbridge. He looks upfield. He goes long with that one into Monaghan. Monaghan and Walsh batting position, and Monaghan does well, but Walsh also does well from a perspective of Ardrahan. This is a vital ball in this game. There's a minute almost gone of the additional time. Clarinbridge win it with Josh Ryan. Josh Ryan has got a runner inside. That runner is Andrew Monaghan. Andrew Monaghan is fouled there by Cormac Tierney. It's a free in. This is going to put Clarinbridge 2 points to the good. He's going to take his time getting up, but Cormac fouled there. But Andrew Monaghan did well, drew the foul, and this will put the Bridge 2 in front.
Yeah, Josh Ryan has been very impressive too today, Niall. He did well to get out of that ruck, or get out of that situation, and give a good hand pass inside. Divney felt there was nothing else on, only to concede the free. This will put 2 back between them, and will stall Ardrahan's gallop more or less, or recovery or revival. But the 3 chances, Niall, no doubt about it, the 3 chances when they got back to a draw, they got 2-2 without reply, and had 3 wides after that. They'll be sorry for that, and it was so tight. Ford's shot at the post hung out over Bindon, and the umpire had a good long look at it.
Actually hit the post.
Yeah,
went wide, but we see that Oisin Salmon has gone off for Clarinbridge. He's had a fine game. He's gone off, and into the team comes Conor Lee, as the free is going to be taken by Evan Island. It should be point number 12. That dozen points for Evan Island. He puts it over the bar. 11 have come from frees, but none have been more important than the last 2 that he's got to put them 2 in front. 120 to 215. 23 points to 21. Ardrahan go along with that ball up towards Jason Kennedy at full forward. The ball is going to break into the path of Sean Kilduff, and Sean Kilduff has it for Clarinbridge. He's soloing forward. We have a minute to go of the additional time. Shane Ryan is in possession for Clarinbridge. Shane Ryan goes long up towards the brother. The brother is Josh Ryan. He's had a superb game for Clarinbridge. Josh Ryan comes inside his man. Beautiful play by Josh Ryan. This will be a great score by Ryan if he puts it over there. He's winding up for a goal. Oh, what a goal by Josh Ryan. He's buried it into the back of the net. Brilliant play by Josh Ryan. He has had an outstanding game for Clarinbridge. That's the winning score, 220 to 215. Brilliant play. He flicks the ball away from his man, flicks the ball off the ground, took on his man, and he buried it into the back of the net. Great score.
Good as scores you'll see now. Unbelievable. The way he grabbed it, he snapped it, and he faked the shot, broke inside, knew he'd enough space, turned sideways, an absolute rocket past Derek Fahey.
220 to 215. There's 5 in it again. Clarinbridge are on their way to the quarterfinals, but Ardrahan have made it one hell of a fight in the second half. The 3 minutes are nearly up as Keane Walsh gets on the ball. Keane Walsh goes long in towards the goal. Jason Kennedy goes up first, and that just can't get the ball into his hand, and it goes harmlessly wide. That's another wide. They both struck 8 wides. Yeah, he was very near to snapping it, as he said,
was very near to catching that. Yeah, he was in around the house, and he could have very easy. He was in the penalty area, but. Plenty of his niggle going on off the ball, as we see for local derby now, Niall, yeah?
Yeah, there's a bit of pushing and shoving going on over the sideline still. The 3 minutes additional time are up. Clarinbridge lead by 5. They're going to go into the semi-final, or the quarter-finals, you say. That ball goes long in towards Keane Salmon and Andrew Monaghan. The ball is going to break. It's going to break into the path of Cormac Tierney. Cormac Tierney has it now for Ardrahan. Cormac Tierney looks across the field towards Keane, or to Derek Fahey, who's come out the field. Derek Fahey goes long with that one. One last chance for Ardrahan, but they're 5 behind. The ball goes long. Brilliantly taken out of the air by Kennedy. Off to Oisin Slevin. Slevin has it. Slevin Brilliant defending by Ian O'Brien. He flicks the ball away, and it's going to be picked up out here by the Ardrahan man, Conor Cosgrove. He's under pressure though, and it's picked up by TJ Brennan, and that's going to be a free in, but great defending by Ian O'Brien.
Oh, super defending. Slevin was just outside the penalty area. He threw it up, trying to get a shot at goal, and flicked it 20 yards away out here. And Conor Cosgrove to have won the free, and he's going to pump this in around the house.
It's going to be one in around the house, but the time is well up, Cyril. The 4 minutes of additional time are up. Or the 3 minutes additional time are up. We've almost played 4 minutes as Conor Cosgrove takes that. He launches it in towards the goals. It's gone over the bar though by Conor Cosgrove, just too deep, and that means there's 4 between them. The referee John Kane, I'd say, will look for the sliotar. It's 2:20 to 2:16, but it's been one hell of a fight from Ardrahan in this second half. John Kane does look at the Urador. He's not blowing full time yet, is he? We'd see there could be one last play in the game, but there's still 4 between them. 2:20 for the Bridge, 2:16 for Ardrahan. The additional time has been played. Gets the ball out to Phelan McCann. McCann going forward now for Clarinbridge. McCann looks upfield. He gets the ball out to Alan Armstrong, and with that the referee has blown the full-time whistle. Clarinbridge, Cyril, have won by 4 in the end, but it was one hell of a fight in the second half by the men of Ardrahan. They came up short though. They were 8 points down. They came back to level it, had the chances to go in front, but the experience, Evan Island getting a couple of scores and Josh Ryan ending it for 1-3 have seen them over the line.
Yeah, very exciting last 20 minutes. We didn't think it was in it. There was 8 points between them, but Ardrahan clawed themselves back into them. Fair play to them, and had the 3 chances Niall to go one up. Unfortunately, it didn't happen from their point of view. Nyland had shown great composure to get a great score, get Clarinbridge back in it, and a bit of sheer individual brilliance from Josh Ryan to stick that last goal, put a bit of daylight between the sides. But knockout hurling and what it brings, trying to defend the lead, trying to look after a lead, and teams going all out attack. It's brilliant for the game.
Yeah, it sure is brilliant for the game, but the Bridge are in the championship quarter-finals. They have beaten Ardrahan in the end by 4 points. A strong last quarter showing by Ardrahan brought the sides back level, but in the end it's Clarinbridge who are through to the last 8 of the championship. They have won by 4 points in the end. Clarinbridge 2 goals and 20 points to Ardrahan's 2 goals and 16 points, 4 between them, but it's Clarinbridge who are through to the quarter-finals of the Senior Hurling Championship.
Hi, I'm Sean Kelly, and here's a chance to win an incredible prize. It's a stunning new home in Sawtail, Galway, one of Ireland's most beautiful locations. To enter, simply log on to winahomegalway.com. Imagine living next to the promenade and within minutes of Galway City. As they say, it could be you. That website again, winahomegalway.com. Thank you for your support and best of luck.
Defence straight away, gets the ball off to Josh Ryan. Josh Ryan goes for a score. It'll be a good effort by Josh Ryan. It is a good effort by Josh Ryan. The youngster starting.
Been hurling very well this year in Club Championship for Clarinbridge actually, and I'm just looking. Josh Ryan is trying to pick up Keenan Fahy. Their
opponents could not get back into it, as we see Pearson McCann going deep into the full forward line now. They're trying to keep Keenan Fahy, obviously, as the spare man, as Jason Kennedy takes the free, and it is a free to Evan Island, and it should be 3 points to 1 after this one. It's meat and drink. This free to Evan Island. He puts it between the posts, and another good score. Half hour line. TJ Brennan and Ross Albertini battle for possession. It breaks into the path of Ira Chanyon, and Chanyon goes through the heart of the defence. Chanyon makes the space. A lovely score by Ira Chanyon.
Both the strength of this breeze and trying to put 4 points to 2 on the board for Clarinbridge.
Yeah, a chance here now as Evan Island takes the free, and Evan Island puts it over the bar. Role obviously is to pick up Keenan Fahy, and obviously run at Keenan Fahy and run at the heart of that defence.
Yeah, and he showed very...
The second attempt, he tries to take on his man. He does take on his man. He goes past his man. He's got a man inside. That man inside is bearing down in goal. A great ball across the field. Keane Salmon, it should be a goal. What a wonderful goal. O'Brien picks out Gavin Daly, or Gavin Lee superbly, and Gavin Lee from the sideline puts the ball between the posts. A lovely score towards the middle of the field. It's going to be won though by Josh Ryan, and Josh Ryan has it now for Clarinbridge. He's looking for point number 2. He launches it in towards the goals. He's put it between the posts, and Josh O'Sheen Slevin has it now on the 45 metre line. Slevin going forward now for Ardrahan, a scoring opportunity. O'Sheen Slevin, has he got it inside the post? I think he has. Good score by in the first half. They've made it count so far, as this free is going to be taken by Jason Kennedy. Jason Kennedy looking for point number 2, and Jason Kennedy gets it inside the goal line. We have a good vantage point of it here as he gets ready to take this free for his side. Has already got 2, Jason Kennedy. I can tell you now he's got 3 because he's put that one
on the spin, and Keane Walsh had met him with a fair shoulder. That's rarely nowadays you you use it. One time it was a big thing for the tackle to use the shoulder.
In range as he gets ready to take this free, particularly as he's aided by wind advantage. Evan Island high in towards the goals. He's got the distance, he's got the accuracy too. He puts it over the bar. That's point 13-5 after this as Evan Island gets ready to take the free. Evan launches it in towards the goals. He's got the distance. Second, he's got the accuracy too. 7 points, 13 points to 5. There's 8 between them. A beautiful ball across the field to the runner. The runner is Oisin Salmon. He's going to go for a score, and he puts it between the posts as they get ready to take this free. And the free will be taken by Jason Kennedy. Jason has already scored on a couple of occasions so far. I can tell you now, he's scored 7 points he's got. This is a scoring opportunity to make it 8 points for him. And Evan Island makes no mistake. That's 8 points frees from Evan Island. And it's will he take on Oisin Salmon. He'll try and will take on Oisin Salmon, but he goes back the way. He goes back towards Oisin Slevin. Slevin has it now, and Slevin goes for a score. Is it inside the post? It looks good. It's won by Michael Daly. Gets the ball across to Gavin Lee in space. Lee is going to go for a score. It'll be a good start for the Bridge. Gavin Lee high and Gavin Lee over the bar. A good score by Gavin Lee. In Pearse Stadium it says 112 to 8 points, but it's definitely 113 to 8 points. It's now 113 to 9 points because Derek Fahey has the distance and the for Clarinbridge has the runner. The runner is Sean Kilduff. Sean Kilduff is in possession now. Sean Kilduff going through. It should be a point for Sean Kilduff. It is a point for Sean Kilduff. He puts it over the bar. McCran goes long inward towards Owen Murphy or Ben O'Connor, and Ben O'Connor takes it out of the air. This will be a super start by Ben O'Connor. It's over the bar by the man wearing.
Came into his hand. Unfortunate from an Ardrahan perspective, and Salmon did very well to come back and clear the line. Salmon has got better every week. The runner is Keane Walsh over on the far side of the field. Keane Walsh comes up the field. Keane Walsh from the sideline goes for a score. Keane Walsh high. Great score by Keane Walsh. He puts it over the bar. His points, it's 115 to 11 points as he takes this free, and that ball goes high and it goes over the bar. A good score by Jason Kennedy. That's point number 6 for him now. He's on the 21 obviously because it came from where the ball landed, so he's going to pop it over the bar. Yeah,
he should pop it over the bar. He picks out Liam Lean. Liam Lean comes inside his man, makes the space for himself on the 45-metre line. Liam Lean with a beautiful score. It goes between the posts. Liam Lean is the man who puts it for them. Is this going to be a goal scoring opportunity? Well, it is a goal scoring opportunity. We'll see what Derek Fahey does here. He lifts, he bends, he strikes. Derek with a shot into the back of the net. Keenan Fahey with a chance to bring it back to 4. Keenan Fahey over the bar. The Ardrahan crowd gets behind that one. They put it over the bar. There's a sub on, by the way, Cathal Walsh. I'm not quite sure. Towards Joshua Ryan. He's in front of Jared Ford. Joshua Ryan is going to go for a score from out the field. It'll be a majestic effort if it goes over the bar. It's a superb score by Joshua Ryan to Cathal Walsh. Cathal Walsh in space. Will he go for a score? He will go for a score, and I can tell you, he'll put it between the posts as well, the substitute. A great score by Cathal Walsh. Derek Fahey takes the free. He's already got 1-1, and Derek Fahey launches it. It's going to land in around the square. Ben O'Connor will go up with TJ Brennan. It's in the net. It's a goal. It's a huge influence on this game, sir, as he takes this free. He goes long with that one again. Has he got the distance? He has. It's over the bar. The sides are level. Time as well. If this game is level, Clarinbridge get the ball off to Evan Island. It'll be a massive score by Evan Island. It's a huge score by Evan Island. He puts the team comes. Connor Lee as the free is going to be taken by Evan Island. It should be point number 12. That dozen points for Evan Island. He puts it over the bar. 11 have come for Josh Ryan. He's had a superb game for Clarinbridge. Josh Ryan comes inside his man. Beautiful play by Josh Ryan. This will be a great score by Ryan if he puts it over there. He's winding up for a goal. Oh, what a goal! Almost played 4 minutes as Conor Cosgrove takes that. He launches it in towards the goals. It's gone over the bar though by Conor Cosgrove, just too deep, and that means there's 4 between the referee. And with that, the referee has blown the full-time whistle. Clarinbridge still have won by 4 in the end, but it was one hell of a fight in the second half by the men of Ardrahan. They came up short though. They were 8 points down. They came back to level it, had the chances to go in front, but the experience, Evan Island getting a couple of scores and Josh Ryan in